What's up, everybody? What's up? Valhalla Sports Talk is on the air. Dodgers versus Cubs, game two, another heartbreaker last night. Can the Dodgers salvage one more game on this road trip before heading back to the friendly confines of Dodger Stadium? It's a dreaded bullpen game today, y'all. Dreaded bullpen game. Ben Kasparius will get the start. Boyd will start for the Cubs. We'll get to the lineups as well as the betting lines for today's contest here in just a moment. Currently getting an error. What's up, Daniel Barry? What is up? Daniel Barry first in the chat today. But without further ado, let's go ahead. We'll bring up the audio here.
Celebrate 90 years of horse racing at Santa Anita Park every Friday through Sunday with millions in payouts every race day. Get on-track experiences like Biggest Derby Party west of Kentucky, Mother's Day dining, and free Fridays with drink specials.
Hey, LA County, Freddie Freeman here. Too many beverage containers go unrecycled. That's a foul ball for the planet. Step up to the plate. Recycle your cans and bottles and score some cash. Now that's a triple play for LA. Learn more at cleanla.com.
For over 35 years, Zenshi has been perfecting the art of handcrafted sushi. Each roll, a masterpiece, is made fresh daily with precision, passion, and a tradition you can taste. Now experience Zenshi's legendary sushi conveniently located at your local supermarket. Perfect for when you need a quality meal on the go. Lunch, dinner, a ball game? Grab Zenshi handcrafted sushi and enjoy exceptional flavor in every bite. Zenshi handcrafted.
Yeah. Zenshi. Oh, where's my scoreboard at? It looks like my scoreboard is in op today. Let's see if I can fix that. But how's everybody doing today on this old Wednesday? Live chat box, leak scores. All right, perhaps we need a new link in there, y'all. Perhaps we need a new link. Let's see if we can make that happen right now. Oop. There's the one I'm looking for. All right, stream ticker. Let's get started. Scores. Copy to clipboard. Let's get some properties loaded here. I don't know if I've ever come on and had that just be out like that before. We'll see. Hopefully we can fix her. Hopefully we can rebuild her, chat. There we go. There we go. Shelby Minnick in the house. What's up, Miss Shelby? All right, you see the lineup there, y'all. It's going to be Ohtani, Betts, Teoscar, Freeman, Tommy Edman, Andy Pages, Conforto, Rojas, Barnes. So that gaping hole sitting there at the 7 through 9. Another gaping hole, and we need to win this game. Okay, we can close that out. We can bring this up, start betting. Get right to that main page again. There we go. Oop, are we on the right one? No. So there we go, y'all. We are fixed. We are cooking with gas, as they say. What was that brutal last night or what? Absolutely. Absolutely is brutal. We've had 2 of those on this road trip. 2 games we should have won. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I mean, with all the success the Dodgers have had, through 2020 till now, we still have yet to find that reliable closer guy. We thought we had him with Scott this year, and then we ran out of pitchers last night. We just ran out of damn pitchers. I mean, I imagine it's a problem with nearly every MLB team.
In the Windy City for a 2-game series against the Cubs, and former Dodger Michael Busch has reached safely in all but one game against his former team. So I'm going more anything Michael Busch, and you always can't go wrong with more of Freddie Freeman. Download the app and use code BLUECREW. Bet $5 and get $50 in Pick 6 credits instantly. That's right. Code BLUECREW scores you $50 to play with Pick 6 players. Make your picks and get paid. Better payouts, bigger wins. All season long, only with DraftKings Pick 6. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Must be 18 plus. Age and eligibility restrictions vary by jurisdiction. Void where prohibited.
I saw the Padres
one per new customer.
Today.
Bonus
we
awarded as non-withdrawable. Pick 6 credits that expire in 14 days. Limited time offer. See terms at pick6.draftkings.com/promos.
Welcome back to Talking Snack Radio. Big news, Bob.
Let's hear it.
When the Dodgers steal a base, fans get a free AM/PM hot dog and 12-ounce slim Coca-Cola with the AM/PM app.
That's right, Mike. This is a real game changer.
More like a life changer.
Hey-o.
This is the MVP of promos.
Better start carrying my mustard bottle around.
Slide into free snacks with the official convenience store of the Dodgers.
There's the lineups for both teams.
Too much good stuff. Only 1,000 deals available per game on the AM/PM app for 24 hours.
This game's set to start at 4 o'clock, y'all. 4 o'clock, so we got about 25 minutes.
At the crack of a bat, crack open a Bud. Budweiser is the official beer.
25 minutes to first pitch, y'all. 25 minutes to first pitch. We talked about the lineup, y'all, that glaring hole at the bottom, exacerbated on days that we sit Smitty. Muncy not in the lineup, right? Is that what I'm seeing? Yeah, Muncy not in the lineup. I don't know, y'all. I just don't know. Hope you and the family are well. We're doing okay. We're doing okay. We are doing okay. Thank you for the 14 likes. Last night was our biggest stream of the year. Just over 7,000 views. So I thank you all for that. We had like 130 likes by the end of her. And as I mentioned, going this month, I'm just kind of riding it out. But next month, anticipate multiple streams per day. So we're going to start seeing some Padre games on the channel, some Yankee games, things like that. I don't know about Yankees, but I hate to stream the Yankees with Max out there. I like Max a lot. After helping a friend move from the motel into her first home, I'm going to enjoy this game, says Miss Shelby Minnick. You do that, girl. Get your enjoy the game on. There's the leaders for both these teams, y'all. I think Ohtani at this point just wants to go back to LA, right? I think Ohtani should have just stayed at home this whole road trip. But I think he sees old Judge going off in New York there. I mean, I hear him talking about, other candidates for MVP in the National League. So it might have been that as well that brought him back so quick. It is what it is. There's today's betting line on the game. Dodgers still favored by 1.5 runs. You saw how much money was on the Dodgers yesterday, so Dodgers making bet MGM money. Dodgers are plus 100 on the money line, minus 120 for the Cubbies, and over-under is 9. I think we're going well over 9 today, y'all. Shohei needs to heat up, 5-2. Yeah, we're going well over the 9. And I hate to say it. I hate to say it, but I don't feel real good about the Dodgers getting one win here in Chicago this week. I don't feel real good about it at all. But anyway, let's go back to the radio. Maybe that's why people don't come in here. Because they don't like hearing my opinion. They want to hear the opinion of these experts on TV.
Unless they have a net with them and reach out to do that. No, it's kind of a weird deal, but if you look at this outfield too, David, everybody talks about, well, the friendly confines of Wrigley Field. We touched upon it last night, 368 in the power alleys, but at 350 plus down both foul lines, 400 straightaway center field, and there's also a couple of different angles, and then the brick that's underneath it. So, yeah, the feeding troughs is what we referred to them at the time. It's a basket that kind of protects from players being maybe robbed of a base hit, maybe robbed of being able to make a defensive play with fans reaching over on a ball that technically is still in play.
And also on the flip side, as a hitter, it helped out a home run, a game-tying home run by Miguel Amaya last night.
Well, sometimes it is truly a game of inches, and that's what it worked out to last night. But what about the Chicago Cubs? I mean, you start to look, there's a couple of different things they're keeping track of. First of all, this is the most runs. They've scored more runs than any other team in Major League Baseball, 156. And for Chicago Cubs, that is the most runs through 25 games of a season since 1929. So you're talking about really a remarkable beginning for this Cubs team.
And Kyle Tucker has a lot to do with that.
Yeah. How did the Astros let him go and not hold on to him and sign him?
I know. Hey, Rick, we got to back out of here. It's a quicker start time, so great catching up with you.
Jeez.
Save me a seat on the plane, Rick.
Okay. It'll be in the back.
Okay. Dodger fans, start your future at a California community college. Financial aid is available to help with tuition, books, and sometimes even the rent. It's time to take the next big step. Classes can fill up quickly, so enroll today at icangotocollege.com. Still to come here on Morongo Casino, Dodgers on deck. We'll catch up with Dodgers third base coach Dino Ebel. The Dodgers and Cubs coming up at 4 o'clock right here on the...
Hey, chat. All righty. So we know it's a bullpen game, right? Did you guys get notice for this stream? Did you get notifications? I'm getting an error that says my keyframe is wrong, so I don't know what that's all about. It's up there quite often. But we're looking at about 20 minutes first pitch here. Now, I doubt any of you are new, but if you're new, please hit that sub. Give the video a like. So now Blake Snell, there might be something wrong with him still. Isn't that great? You got a noti? Good deal, LSU, good deal. Yeah, I'll put up the 3D just like I've been doing. As long as it works. You never know if it works. You never know if it's going to work, LSU. Dodgers 7, Cubs 11. I'm kind of with you, to be honest with you.
Side by side. Search our available.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you. Oh, the little Chicago Bear. The Chicago Cub mascot scared the crap out of Kirsten. LSU's favorite. So Dodgers off tomorrow, chat. They are off tomorrow. And then they start a 3-game set on Friday against the Pittsburgh Pirates. I plan to stream all 3 of those games as well. I don't really know, Nufo. I think we might be having that boxed banquet chicken. And they don't sell that at Circle K, so save it. Save it.
Retirement. Security Benefit can help you save for your future and leave a legacy for those you love. Security Benefit, proud sponsor of the LA Dodgers.
This is Morongo Casino Dodgers on deck. On your home for LA Dodgers baseball.
It's the Dodgers and Cubs getting set for the final regular season game these two teams will play against each other. First pitch coming up at 4:05. Dodger baseball is brought to you by Zenshi Handcrafted Sushi. Enjoy the game with a quick, affordable meal that the whole family can enjoy. Zenshi Sushi, always fast, fresh, and easy. We're going to get to Rick and Steven and their keys to the game, but we are joined right now by the best third base coach in all of Major League Baseball, and the Dodgers are very fortunate to have him return for another year. That is the great Dino Ebel. Dino, thanks a lot for the time.
Thanks, David, for having me on. Love always talking baseball with you.
Dino, it seems like whenever there's introductions at Dodger Stadium, you get loud ovations. Coaches usually don't get those type of ovations from the home team. How much does that make you feel that the fans appreciate what you're able to do?
Well, you just said it. I appreciate the fans, that are on my side. I think just sharing my knowledge, and it helps when you're live on the Spectrum channel with playing the Angels, and just giving them your thoughts and views of the game while the game is going on. But yeah, I've always felt the fans are you always treat the fans with respect, because they come to the games, they cheer us on, and there's going to be days where they boo me, which is part of my job. Is a guy gets thrown out. It's the process is there, but yeah, I respect our fans, our loyal baseball fans, and it means a lot when the name is called and I hear the applause.
You sound a lot like Tommy Lasorda.
Tommy, yeah, that's back in the old day. Tommy, yeah, he was always, as a minor league player, minor league coach, manager, he would come in and, he always told us, respect the fans, and the fans will be there for you thick and thin, and I've always remembered that, and Tommy's the best at it. So, yes, Tommy Lasorda.
Were you ever in Chicago with Tommy Lasorda? He is famous for the Italian restaurants and meals he would have here.
No, I was in the minor leagues, but I heard all the stories when he came to the minor leagues, and he is a true legend here. The fans here in Chicago love him. I think the fans love him in every city he goes to except for San Francisco. Deep down they love him because he's a Dodger Blue, but yeah, Tommy is the best at it, and what a man I respect and truly miss.
Dino Ebel, Dodgers third base coach, is our guest. All right, Dino, after last night's game, there was a lot of chatter about the baskets that line the outfield walls here at Wrigley Field. Tommy Edman, not a fan of it. Tanner Scott, obviously not a fan of it, because that's where the game-tying home run landed. What's your thoughts coming here so many years about those baskets?
Well, from day one, back to my Angel days, coming here to Wrigley, I always enjoy coming here, but that was one of the first things I noticed. Being a third base coach, I got to go out there and walk the field and see all the different, stuff that can happen if the ball hits the wall. And that's the first thing I noticed. And I don't know why. I guess it's tradition that they keep it there, but they can easily fix that, take that gate down and put a yellow line up there, and anything over the yellow line would be a homer. But yeah, definitely it's at a hitter's advantage. And like you said, with Tommy last night, the ball looks like it's going to hit that gate, and it doesn't. And
that's kind of amazing to me that, well, it's because they've never grown a vine of any kind, but the baskets are on top of the fence at Wrigley to make the ivy adhere and grow up. It does attach to brick, but not that well, and I'm sure that is interwoven in that fencing at the top. No doubt in my mind.
You don't play the basket and you turn around and the ball hits halfway up the wall, everybody's going to say you should have caught the ball. So, he did the right thing. He got to the wall. Now he puts his glove up, and you think if the ball's going to hit that basket, it hits it, and if it doesn't, you try to catch it. But unfortunately, it didn't work in our favor.
I love whenever Tommy Edman's brought up, good or bad, but a lot of good is always connected to him. Is he a better player coaching him now, seeing him every day, than you even thought?
Absolutely. This guy, and I'm I'm not afraid to tell everybody on the other side, too. Last night, I mentioned to some of those players on the Cubs side that this is probably one of the purest baseball players that I've been around. He does everything well to a plus average. If you ask him to bunt, bunts. If you ask him to put the ball in play, he puts it in play. You ask him to play short, he does it. Just everything that you try to fundamentally teach a baseball player growing up from little league to high school to the minor leagues, college, into the big leagues. This guy knows how to play the game, and he studies the game. His process is really above average, and I'm glad he's on our side because he is truly a baseball player.
I'm glad Dino Ebel is on the Dodgers side. Don't ever retire, Dino. We need you.
I'm getting there. I'm 59 years old, heading to 60, but I love what I do. I still have the passion, the energy, and get in that third base box. The heartbeat is beating, and so I don't know how much longer I have, but being a Dodger, it's going to be hard to take me off this uniform.
Love it, Dino. Thanks a lot for the time. Great catching up with you, and say hi to the boys.
I sure will, David. Thanks for having me on.
There he is, the best in the business. Dino Ebel has been our guest. He'll receive a pair of sunglasses, Kanan sunglasses, specially handcrafted. Visit them at Kanan.com. When we continue from Wrigley Field, we'll get you the latest on tonight's pitching matchup with the bullpen game. And also, we want to remind you about our friends at Shakey's. Shakey's Pizza Parlor, the official pizza partner of the Dodgers audio broadcast. When it's game day, it's group day at Shakey's.com. Dodgers Cubs coming up at 4:05. I'm David Vassay, and this is the World Champion Dodgers Audio Network.
When you want Dodgers.
All right, y'all. So we got about 10 minutes. 10 minutes to first pitch in Dodgers versus Cubs, Game 2. 22 in the house with 21 likes. That's a pretty good average, but not a very good number. But let's go, man. Let's get it, Dodgers. Kasparius on the bump, y'all. Bullpen game coming. Has anyone had Circle K fried chicken? I didn't know they had fried chicken. Never. I've seen their chicken strips. It's okay. And their spicy chicken sandwich is okay as well. But they put a pickle in it and ruin it.
Here's the thing. You're never truly away from Dan Patrick, Colin Cowherd, Rogan and Rodney and Petros and Money. Together. Just go to AM 570 LA Sports on the iHeartRadio app. Listen to live shows, podcasts, and catch up on anything you missed.
Best friends forever.
Hey, it's David Vassay. Now is the time to make sure your home is primed for the season with heating products by Navien. We know Navien tankless water heaters gives us endless hot water and big savings. Navien also makes high-efficiency products that deliver comfort in the form of heat to every corner of your home. Now Navien is taking comfort to the next level by introducing a hydro furnace that provides even high-efficiency forced air heat powered by the same proven technology as their water heating products. Visit NavienInc.com/Dodgers.
Hi, I'm Kike Hernandez. Winning a world championship is incredible, but nothing beats being a dad to my 4-year-old daughter, Penelope. Making sure she has a strong, healthy start means being present, playing, and staying patient, even when it feels challenging. First 5 California is my go-to for tips and supporting her growth and well-being, so she can thrive no matter what challenges come her way. Learn more at first5california.com.
This is Morongo Casino Dodgers on deck. On your home for the blue all season long.
David Vassay live at Wrigley Field as we are getting closer to first pitch between the Dodgers and Cubs at 4 o'clock. Tonight's pitching matchup presented by your Southern California Toyota dealers. Work hard and play hard in a new Tacoma with an iForce turbocharged engine. It's a truck built for the bold. See your Toyota dealer today. We make it easy. For the Cubs, they have 34-year-old left-hander Matthew Boyd on the mound. He's 1-2 this year with an ERA of 2.01. Hard to believe considering he doesn't overwhelm the opposition. He only has gotten 27% swings and misses on his pitches. And the Dodgers, seeing him once before at Dodger Stadium, really didn't have any answers for him. The Dodger hitters have not done well against Boyd. Their right-handed hitters haven't done well. Teoscar Hernandez is just 2 for 13, and Mookie Betts is just 4 for 15 against Boyd. For the Dodgers, it's a bullpen game. Ben Kasparias is going to start it in 9 games this year. Kasparias is 2-0 with an ERA of 4.11. He had 1 bad outing. That's why his ERA is inflated. He's pitched 15 1/3 innings, and the last time he pitched wasn't that long ago, Sunday in Texas, when he pitched an inning and 2/3 of scoreless baseball and threw 23 pitches. So you're going to see Ben Kasparias. The Dodgers stayed away from Jack Dreyer. You're going to see him. You might see Luis Garcia again, and you certainly will see Noah Davis. Dodgers and Cubs just 15 minutes away from first pitch. Keys to the game are next. I'm David Vassay, and this is the World Champion Dodgers Audio Network.
AM 570.
LA's best sports talk.
The real home of the Dodgers.
Hey, it's Freddie Freeman. When it comes to your child's health, you want the all-star team from Children's Hospital Los Angeles. U.S. News and World Report has once again named CHLA the #1 hospital in California and ranked in the top 10 nationally for kids. Learn more today at chla.org.
Take me out to Morongo, where I can watch all the games, with thousands of slot machines and blackjack, and big screen TVs from the front to the back. So just grab a seat at the sideline. You won't miss a play when you go, 'cause the good times are only right here at Morongo.
Say goodbye to ATM fees. Earn 1.5% APY.
Hey, Elishiva. Programming alert, Elishiva. Your favorite Dodger pitcher is currently being interviewed on Sportsnet LA. Your favorite current LA Dodger player on the active roster. We don't give out points around here, around these parts.
And root for the home team with your favorite team spirit. Tito's Handmade Vodka, proud sponsor of the Los Angeles Dodgers. Distilled and bottled in Austin, Texas. 40% alcohol by volume, namely 80 proof. Crafted to be savored responsibly.
When it's game on, it's time for Shakey's Pizza, Chicken, and Mojo's. The triple play of flavor. With meal deal packages to feed any size group. Everyone loves Shakey's classic thin crust pizza, golden fried chicken, and crispy Mojo potatoes. Get it to go at Shakey's.com or watch the game at your local Shakey's with an ice cold pitcher of beer, piping hot pizza, and a mountain of Mojos.
I did check that out, Shelby. That's crazy. I couldn't do it. Girl. I could not live in that kind of snow. I pass. Absolutely pass.
Baseball.
We are getting you set for the Dodgers and Cubs. Ben Kasparias opening for the Dodgers against Matthew Boyd. Celebrate 90 years of horse racing at Santa Anita Park every Friday through Sunday with millions in payouts every race day. Get on track for experiences like the biggest Derby party west of Kentucky, Mother's Day dining, and free Fridays with drink specials. Explore experiences at santaanita.com/events. All right, we're going to check in once more before first pitch with Rick Monday and Stephen Nelson right now.
Appreciate you, David, with Rick Monday one more time before we get set for the final Rick Monday Bowl of 2025. Of course, that is the Dodgers against the Cubs. Here at Wrigley Field, a lovely day. Knock on wood, less threat of weather than we had yesterday, and yesterday ended up being a perfectly dry night, except for perhaps the tears at the end of the game for the Dodgers. And so now, Mo, you got a bullpen game. For a bullpen that has been taxed and used heavily already this season, Ben Kasparias will be the first on the book.
Yeah, and Casperrius, one of the things I'll be looking at, we don't know how long he'll be in there. Pitch count, maybe 2 innings. Don't really know at this particular time. Everybody is signed up on that sheet to be available. But I think if you're looking overall, the Dodgers would love him to go as far as he can. You know, in 24 games the Dodgers have played, they have used 20 different pitchers already. Atlanta has used 21, and Milwaukee, Baltimore, Seattle, they have used 20 as well. You know, last year the Dodgers used 40, and they may be on a pace to get to that same number, if not higher, this year.
Yeah, so for Ben Casperrius, he pitched on Sunday. He actually got the win in that emergency bullpen effort trying to pick up Tyler Glasnow's injury. 1 2/3 innings for him. This is actually going to be his first career regular season start, if you can believe that or not.
Yeah, and on the road he's had 4 appearances. He has not allowed an earned run on the road to this particular point. Go right at him, young man. Go as long as you can. Dodgers need to figure out the off-speed pitch of Matthew Boyd, the lefty. And the Dodgers have not really hit lefties as well as you would expect them to this point.
They've been one of the best teams against left-handed pitching the last couple of years, it seems. But this year they just haven't been able to put it together. They've got a lot of stars that are struggling right now at the plate. Their swings are getting long. They're pulling off baseballs. They're not hitting the ball as hard as they have throughout their career. So we'll see if they can turn that around against Boyd. And let's see, DV, if Ben Casperrius can get some get-back against the same Cubs that took it to him on the 12th of April and touched him up for 6 runs.
All right, guys, Dodgers and Cubs closing out their regular season series. First pitch is next. I'm David Vassay, and this is the Los Angeles Dodgers Audio Network.
That's it! It's a World Series win for LA! They've done it!
World champions once again, my friend.
World Series champion Los Angeles Dodgers.
This is just the beginning of this team's title window.
Get out the way! Get out the way! Get out the way! Yeah.
This has been Morongo Casino. Dodgers on deck on the world champion Dodgers Audio Network.
You either with me or against me, though. Living out their dream.
They've added even more.
Now we go for 2 in a row.
Win, 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 win.
I don't know if it's just me, but that song absolutely annoys the crap out of me. First pitch right around the corner.
This has been Morongo Casino. Dodgers on deck, the MVP for fun, food, and good times. Dodgers baseball is brought to you by Superior Grocers.
Quality, variety, and value.
Shakey's Pizza.
Get more meal for deal at Shakey's.com.
And by Estrella Jalisco.
Back-to-back home runs in the bottom of the ninth.
First pitch is just moments away on your home of the world champion LA Dodgers. The home of the world champion LA Dodgers. KLAC KYSR HD2 Los Angeles. Make us a preset on the free iHeartRadio app.
National League West Division champion. Put in 10,000 hours.
There's still more steps to take.
Get to stepping.
So go ahead and give us the flowers. Just getting started. Gotta know by now it's way more than luck.
This team has continued to pour resources into the roster.
All eyes on us.
Welcome to world champion LA Dodgers baseball.
Always remember what it felt like to be part of the best damn baseball team in the world.
In the world.
Zoom in, zoom out, zoom up. They wear the crown. All eyes on us.
Dodgers baseball is brought to you by Budweiser.
This Bud's for you.
Galpin Motors.
Family owned and operated since 1946.
LA County Public Works.
Recycling beverage containers is a triple play.
Children's Hospital LA.
From colds to cancer, we got this.
Coffee Hot Dogs.
A SoCal treasure. Local. Original. Great.
And by Daniel's Jewelers.
Making diamond dreams come true since 1948.
Stick around because first pitch is next. Right here on the world champion LA Dodgers Audio Network. Play ball! Ford employs the most American auto workers in the U.S. They also assemble the most vehicles in the U.S. Ford's commitment to America is not a coincidence, but a proud choice. And Ford is showing everyone that commitment is more important than ever right now.
Ford is offering employee pricing on all Ford.
You pay what Ford employees pay.
Now is the time to get into that Ford you've been eyeing.
Take advantage of employee pricing while you can.
Ford.
From America, for America.
At UCLA Health, discovery and innovation lead to the best care. Our doctors and nurses work tirelessly every day to bring you the best experience so you can live your best life. It's why we're consistently ranked as a top hospital nationwide for 33 consecutive years by U.S. News & World Report. Go to uclahealth.org to schedule an appointment today at one of over 250 locations in Southern California.
The season is underway, and what a start it's been. The boys in blue have all the bases covered.
Hey, Cat, important announcement here. Important announcement. This morning on MLB The Show, I hit a grand salami home run with one Shohei Ohtani. Does it mean anything? We're about to find out. But a grand salami for Ohtani this morning on the show. And Nufo was not there to witness it. Shelby was, as was Niniku.
Ohtani, and they are standing at Lone Depot Park.
Join us at Dodger Stadium on Thursday, May 15th versus the A's for the first of two 50-50 Shohei Ohtani bobbleheads presented by Toyo Tires. Don't miss out on this unique collection commemorating Shohei's historical record-breaking 2024 season. For tickets and information, visit Dodgers.com/promotions.
Springtime in Southern California means warm weather and the return of baseball. Hi, it's Tim Cates. As the boys in blue look to run it back for another World Series championship, springtime's also a great time to make sure your car or truck are working in championship condition and running at peak performance. Valvoline Instant Oil Change, home of the 15-minute.
All right, we'll refresh everything and get it going, y'all.
This is Adrian Gonzalez. Daniel's Jewelers is a proud sponsor of the Trip Around the Diamond and your family jeweler since 1948. Daniel's is giving every fan a voucher for a free team bracelet and $50 off any $99 purchase. Visit danielsjewelers.com/baseball to get your voucher. That's danielsjewelers.com/baseball. You can redeem at any of the 100 Daniel's Jewelers stores nationwide. Own the dream with Daniel's Jewelers.
Step up to the plate with Jacoby & Myers, the official law firm of the Los Angeles Dodgers. With over 50 years of experience and more than $2 billion in settlements, no one hits it out of the park for clients
Pay
like
attention, new folk. Pay attention. You probably need the number for Jacoby & Myers.
Go to bat for you. Whether it's a car accident, rideshare mishap, or any other serious incident, Jacoby & Myers will fight for the justice you deserve. Call Jacoby & Myers today for a free consultation at 1-800-5 million.
Everyone deserves a fast and reliable connection, one that helps better their everyday through the things they value most: friends and family, education and career. A connection that opens pathways to opportunity and builds roads to a better future. At Spectrum, we're committed to delivering just that every single day. Because with the right connection, anything is possible. That's Life Unlimited. That's Spectrum.
Fans expect to in every season, but imagine winning the championship 29 seasons in a row. Galpin Ford did that, being the #1 volume Ford dealer in the world for 29 years. Led by the Bachman family as the largest family-owned and operated dealer group in Southern California, Galpin has been part of the community since 1946, offering great deals, great service with great people. In addition to Ford, Galpin's winning heritage includes Mazda, Honda, Volkswagen, Porsche, Land Rover, Aston Martin, Jaguar, Lincoln, Volvo, Polestar, and Lowe's. Part of the Galpin story. It starts at Galpin.com.
Let's go to the Galpin Motors broadcast booth.
And now your voices of the LA Dodgers.
Rick Monday and Steven Nelson.
Live from Wrigley Field, it's the final game of an abbreviated 2-game series. The Dodgers dropping a walk-off decision last night in the bottom of the 10th inning and hope to right the ship tonight in the Windy City. Hi, everybody. Rick Monday alongside Steven Nelson and with producer engineer Dwayne McDonald as we get set to go. The Dodgers 16-8, knowing San Diego lost their game at Detroit. So the Dodgers now technically a half game out of first in the National League Western Division. The Cubs in the Central and National League, they are atop the Milwaukee Brewers. So action-packed, full house, bright sunshine in right field and center, everything else in shadow. The Dodgers hoping it's going to be a happy flight back to Los Angeles. Happy to have you with us. Game 2 of this series, Dodgers and Cubs from Chicago. Hammer the play. Here's Steven.
Thank you, Mo. Wherever you may be and however you may be listening, we welcome you back to the friendly confines. Certainly an unfriendly finish to last night's game for the Dodgers. They're going to try and put it behind them after getting walked off on for the second time in 3 games. Shohei Ohtani digs in against the Cubs starter, the left-hander Matthew Boyd. The lefty steps, kicks in, fires. And Ohtani swings at the first pitch and skies it high in the air to left.
All right, we'll get synced up here, y'all. We will get synced up here.
.7 degrees here in Chicago. Today's time and temp brought to you by
I screwed
Bank
that
of
up.
America, the official bank of the Los Angeles Dodgers.
Well, not too much wind. Not like last night to start with was blowing out.
I just
any
muted
wind
it.
At all. About 5 minutes ago, it was moving
So
from
Ohtani
right
flies
field
out
to left
to
field.
left.
But right now, flags are taking a few minutes off.
Boyd is ready for Mookie Betts.
Dang it, I keep
121
hitting
his last
mute.
8 games. Season average at 231. Boyd's pitch. Mookie.
We're going to sync it here. We're going to do it right this time, chat. We're going to get it right here. I think.
He watches another fastball in the outer third, strike 2.
Here's where Boyd has gone with a lot of off-speed pitches, in particular with 2 strikes so far this season.
Boyd's 0-2. Spiked way in front of the plate, ball 1.
And the reason, Steven, he goes with off-speed pitches with 2 strikes, he's had just an incredible amount of chases. In other words, hitters going at pitches out of the strike zone 66% of the time with 2 strikes.
Now this 1-2 pitch. Mookie slashed it into the net north of the Dodger dugout on the first base side. Stays alive at 1-2. For Boyd, his 5th start of the season, his 2nd start against the Dodgers in his last 3 turns. 12 days ago in LA, started with 5 shutout innings, and Tommy Edman hit a 3-run home run off of him in the 6th. And that proved to be the difference in that one, a Dodger win. The 1-2 pitch. High fastball at 96. But it's upstairs, 2-2.
By the way, that's the only home run that Boyd has given up. This is his 5th start.
It's been terrific to start his first season as a Cub. The 2-2 pitch. Mookie swings and grounds it up the middle. Horner dives on his backhand going to his right, and he is not going to get Betts. Excellent effort from the second baseman of the Cubs. He kind of got stuck in the dirt, and then the ball seemed to get stuck in his glove. But even if he were able to get it out cleanly with Betts' speed down the line, Mookie was going to reach.
Dodgers got on the board last night in the first inning. A 3-run home run by Tommy Edman, only to see the Cubs come back with 5 in the bottom half of the first inning.
So 1 out infield base hit for Mookie Betts. He's on in front of Teoscar Hernandez. No score in the top of the first inning. Final meeting between the Dodgers and Cubs here in 2025. Boyd's pitch. Teoscar takes a fastball away. 1-0.
Get the feeling word's gotten around on Teoscar Hernandez. First pitch this year is hitting at .424 entering this series.
You better be careful with Teo. Dodgers in their road grays. Teo complementing that with bright pink cleats. The 1-0. Hit to second base. This should be 2. Horner to Swanson. Swanson makes the turn. It is a full 6-3 inning-ending double play. And so Boyd ends up facing the minimum in the top of the first inning. No score heading to the bottom.
Married at Bet365. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Arizona. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-NEXT-STEP or text NEXT-STEP to 53342. T&Cs apply.
Attention high schoolers, let's collab this summer with free summer school at Primavera Online. We're offering summer sessions in June and July where students can catch up, get ahead, and have a great summer. Our summer courses are flexible, can be taken from anywhere, and are only 4 weeks long. Plus, there's 24/7 support from Luna, our friendly and helpful AI chatbot. Primavera is now enrolling free summer school for grades 9 to 12. Apply today at freesummerschool.com.
Upgrade with new windows. Nobody knows windows like Wanakee Remodeling. Their Renewal by Andersen windows are durable, beautiful, custom crafted, made to order, and professionally installed. Energy efficient windows from Wanakee Remodeling and Renewal by Andersen offer elegance, strength, and stability of wood with low maintenance features of vinyl. This month, buy one window or patio door, get one 40% off, plus special financing. Visit WanakeeRemodeling.com for more details.
Wanakee Remodeling, we make everything old look new again.
20% off sunglasses from
The game in trouble. Started out small.
At Children's Hospital Los Angeles, groundbreaking research meets world-class expertise in treatment. U.S. News and World Report once again is named CHLA the #1 hospital in California. Learn more today at chla.org. Dodgers couldn't put up a run in the top of the first. Ben Kasparius, with his first career regular season start, will open up a bullpen game for the Dodgers. It's a Dodger bullpen that has been worked plenty to start 2025.
Well, and he's a very aggressive guy, and we'll find out if it's going to be a pitch count. They need to stretch him out as much as they can. The Dodgers, by the way, 24 games have been played on the schedule. You know, they've used 20 different pitchers already.
Dodgers used 40 or 41 last year en route to the World Series championship.
Used 40 pitchers.
Strike one from Ben Kasparius, only in half.
Yeah, so, I mean, there's a lot of guys. And the other part, too, we touched upon it last night. Bullpen had to cover 4 innings plus last night. And the bullpen has worked over 100 innings now.
The 0-1, swinging a foul ball back. Fastball at 96 from Kasparius, 0-2. Ian Happ ended last night's circus show in Wrigley Field. Just a back-and-forth battle between two of the top teams in the National League. Happ with his second career walk-off hit in the very first pitch of the bottom of the 10th, 11-10 the final. Happ takes a rip on a fastball, 97 sent back into the net, remains 0-2.
The Dodgers know all about the fact that the Cubs score a lot of runs. The last 3 games against the Dodgers, Cubs have averaged 10.3 runs a game. They've won all 3 of those contests.
Another 0-2. Check swing on a ball in the dirt. He held up. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Of course, you talk about the Cubs. Most runs of any team in baseball, 156. That's the most runs by a Cubs team through 25 games since 1929.
The 1-2 pitch. Fastball up and away at 98. 2-2 is the count. Last night was the Cubs' 7th time scoring at least 10 runs in a game. No other team has more than 3 such games this season. Kasparius, the 2-2. Breaking ball slipped out of his hands. Count is full on Happ.
Well, this is where the pitch count starts to add up. You go from 0-2 to 3-2 in the first batter of the game.
7th pitch from Kasparius to Happ. Will wait a moment, and the switch hitting left fielder adjusts his batting gloves. Cubs in their home whites. Now the payoff. Happ hits it to center field, left center field. It's tracked onto the warning track by Andy Pages, one away. Kasparius got the win after recording 5 outs Sunday in Texas in what was basically an emergency bullpen game. Tyler Glasnow only able to go 4+ innings. All told for Kasparius, 1 2/3, no hits, no walks, 1 strikeout through 23 pitches, 14 for strikes. So Dave Roberts saying last night after the disappointing defeat, they're going to have to piece it together today. Kyle Tucker at the plate. Kasparius with the first pitch fastball, just missed the inside corner. 1-0. Tucker was a huge part of that comeback. Hit a 2-run home run off of Alex Vesia in the 8th to make it a 1-run game. 1-0 pitch fouled into the net. Count levels out. And if you look at Tucker this season, Mo, that was his 7th home run of the year. 4 of them have come in the 8th inning or later. No score, bottom 1. Bases empty, 1 out. Now the 1-1 from Kasparius. That's got the outside corner, strike 2.
The first 25 games wearing a Cubs uniform for Tucker. 25 RBIs. That's tied for 4th highest amount. First year with the Cubs through 25 games in their history.
Check swing. He went around. A K for Kasparius. 2 outs in the first inning.
I think that's exactly what Kasparius needs. To, challenge some guys early. We mentioned the fact that he pitches very aggressively, and that's a good sign. Nothing dainty about this game today, and Dodgers trying to right the ship.
There was a late lineup change for the Cubs. Initially, Seiya Suzuki was slated to be the DH batting third. Instead, it's old Dodger friend Justin Turner. He swings at the first pitch fastball, and he's late, 0-1. 2 outs, no runners aboard. Turner is 0 for his last 15. On the 0-1, Turner swings and fouls back another heater. Four-seamer 97 from Kasparius. No balls, 2 strikes.
So Turner, just looking at some numbers, he's had difficulty with the fastballs for 95 and above.
The 0-2 pitch is yanked toward the left-handed batter's box. Ball 1 on Turner. Turner signed with the Cubs on the 20th of February, a 1-year contract, $6 million. The 1-2 pitch sent in the seats, foul on the right field side. There are shadows in play. The entire infield is covered, and there is a shadow streaking from center basically to the right field line. Teoscar Hernandez is in the sun. This 6 p.m. or 6:05 start time, and a much clearer day today than we saw last night. Another 1-2 pitch. Turner strikes out swinging. Kasparius went to the hard fastball at 98. Back-to-back punch-outs for Ben in a 1-2-3 first inning. It's a scoreless ball game going to the second on the Dodgers Audio Network.
When you want Dodgers, the only home is AM.
The Ordinary at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-NEXT-STEP. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Arizona. T&Cs apply.
Upgrade with new windows. Nobody knows windows like Wanakee Remodeling. Their Renewal by Andersen windows are durable, beautiful, custom crafted, made to order, and professionally installed. Energy efficient windows from Wanakee Remodeling and Renewal by Andersen offer elegance, strength, and stability of wood with low maintenance features of vinyl. This month, buy 1 window or patio door, get 1 40% off, plus special financing. Visit WanakeeRemodeling.com for more details.
Wanakee Remodeling, we make everything more look new again.
When you shop Safeway.com or in the app, you'll get the same prices, deals, and rewards as in-store. Shop our tender pork sirloin chops for just 97 cents a pound when you clip the deal in our app.
It's great when these two teams get together, but you just lament the fact that it's not taking place summertime here at Wrigley Field or at Dodger Stadium. Freddie Freeman leads off against Matthew Boyd in the second. First pitch swinging, sends it in the air, right field. Tucker fighting the sun, and he's there to make the catch. On the line out for Freddie Freeman. Tucker was holding his right hand up to block the sun until the ball went into the glove. So here's Tommy Edmonds' first at bat, presented by Edmonds. Get an offer for your car and find your next one, all on Edmonds.com. Boyd will welcome the Dodger that spoiled his Dodger Stadium outing on the 12th of the month. The pitch is low, ball 1. There's Mo in that one. Tommy Edman hit a 3-run home run on really the lone mistake Matthew Boyd made that entire outing. Those were the only 3 runs scored for either side. The 1-0 pitch. Edman takes a fastball in the outer corner, strike 1.
And again, it's the only home run that Boyd has given up this year. Made a mistake Boyd did in that game, 6th inning of that game on the 11th of April.
The 1-1 pitch. Tommy swings and takes it the other way toward Tucker, runs to his left and tracks it down despite the sun's efforts to impede. He's got the sunglasses on as well. So a couple well-struck baseballs resulting in outs for the Dodgers in the second.
Yeah, in that 6th inning back on the 11th with 1 out, Oscar Hernandez had a single. Then Freeman was hit by a pitch, and Edman promptly left the building. Home run down the left field line at Dodger Stadium.
Andy Paz has the batter, 2 outs, nobody on, no score in the second inning. Boyd's pitch. Pages takes a fastball away, ball one.
And Stephen, small sample size. You look at Casparius, but lefties have hit 375 against him. And for Matthew Boyd, oddly enough, lefties have hit 364. Right-handers just $180.
The splits severely reversed for him. Boyd misses away with the off speed, or the breaking ball rather. 2 balls, no strikes.
And on the pregame, you were mentioning the fact the Dodgers have had difficulty against left-handed pitching to this point in the season.
That's not something you sweated at all last year. 2 balls, no strikes. Boyd delivers. Pages takes strike one on the other third. In fact, whenever you saw the Dodgers facing a left-handed pitcher, you really felt more confident that they'd walk away with a win. The 2-1 from Boyd. Pages hits it on the button to center field, but right at Pete Crow Armstrong. So they hit the ball decently well, but ultimately record 3 outs. Matthew Boyd, a 9-pitch first and then an 8-pitch second. 1.5 gone.
There are 2 types of golfers, those that can hit solid golf shots wearing sunglasses and those that wish they could. Shaden Precision Eyewear is all about better vision and better golf. If you're lacking confidence to wear sunglasses while hitting golf shots, go to SeeBetterPlayBetter.com and learn why so many tour players and their caddies have switched to the Shaden brand. Use the code SPRING to get 20% off and a 30-day money-back guarantee. That's SeeBetterPlayBetter.com and the code SPRING to see the golf course like you've never seen it before.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com. Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is twin bill. Do you know what it means? Twin bill, a doubleheader.
Left field base hit for Heston Kjerstad. Had a multi-hit game in Game 1, and now his 3rd hit of the twin bill with a 1-out single in the opening inning here in Game 2.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
The dealer today, they make it easy. Bottom of the second will begin with the former Dodger Michael Busch. 4, 5, and 6 for the Cubs against Ben Casparius. Bullpen game for the Dodgers, and Ben is the first one on the hill. As I mentioned, this is the first time we've seen Casparius start a game in the regular season. And he has a chance to redeem himself against the same Cubs that hit him hard at Dodger Stadium. Gets Busch to swing through a strike to begin the bottom of the second inning. 1 2/3 innings, 6 earned runs on 7 hits, including a homer, 1 walk, 1 strikeout. The 0-1 pitch to Busch is a good one. Strike 2 called at the top of the zone.
Good breaking ball right there. So in that first inning, fastball rated as high at 98 miles an hour. Then you get that curveball over. That's when you start to put different thoughts into hitters' head, because they can't just sit on one pitch.
The 0-2. Busch is jammed in the air. Shallow left field. Rojas going back from third. Pie and Conforto comes in, and it drops. And that lets Busch get to second base. So poor communication, and also dropped into no man's land. But I think Rojas and Conforto probably could have talked through that one a little bit better, Mo. What do you think?
Well, and Conforto had the ball briefly in the glove, and it came down, hit the ground hard. But that's normally down the line, depending upon where you're playing with the infield. Now, Busch, a left-handed batter, which meant that Mookie Betts is playing more up the middle. So long run for Betts. And from third base, that's a tough angle to go back.
It scored a double for Michael Busch. And he got some help from the Dodger defense. So instead of 1 out, nobody on, it's a runner in scoring position and no outs in the second. No scores. Dansby Swanson lays off a slider in the dirt, ball 1.
The Cubs again last night had 19 at bats with runners in scoring position, and here's their first one of the night in the second inning with nobody out.
Swanson was 1 for 4 with a triple, 2 runs scored. The 1-0 from Kasparius at the knees, strike 1 called.
Those 19 at bats, by the way, is a very high number of opportunities with runners in scoring position in a single game. That's not a bad number in a series.
Kasparius out of the stretch. 0-1. Check swing from Swanson. Barnes will appeal, but they'll lose. 2 balls and a strike. Now, a couple pieces of health-related news for the Dodgers today. Will Smith was scratched from the initial starting lineup. Tweaked his wrist on that play at the plate last night with Ian Happ being thrown out by Andy Pages. The 2-1 pitch just missed, so it's 3 balls and a strike on Swanson. But Smith day to day. I'm not sure where that last pitch missed from Kasparius.
Neither was Adrian Johnson, home plate umpire.
That's abysmal. The 3-1 pitch. Fastball at the knees, called strike 2, and the count's full.
To strike him out, it's going to take 4 strikes.
Yeah. The other piece of news is a little bit more concerning. Blake Snell has been shut down from throwing. He didn't feel great playing catch yesterday, and Blake will probably go for more imaging when the Dodgers return to Los Angeles tonight.
Left shoulder problematic.
Bush on second, no outs, bottom second, no score. The 3-2 pitch. Swanson hacks it off the plate, foul.
Pages not deep at all in center field.
Lighter winds tonight or this evening than we saw last night. Right now it looks like they're blowing out toward the left. Another 3-2 and Swanson strikes. Oh, he got a piece of it.
Well, that's a breaking ball. And I mentioned last night that for Dansby Swanson, this has been a problematic start to the season. Against fastballs, hitting 149. Against breaking pitches, hitting below 100. Runners in scoring position, as he is right now, $115 is all.
He fouled that off Austin Barnes in a tough spot, but Barnesy, tough customer, hangs in there. The next pitch from Kasparius will be the 8th to Dansby Swanson. Another 3-2. Swanson pops it up in the air, first base side. Freddie on the warning track next to the tarp along the net, and he can't make the catch. Kind of ran into the rolled up tarp there, and that impeded his attempt to make a play, but I still think the ball ramped off the net.
You know, Stephen, there's something else that took place. Mookie Betts is still learning the shortstop position. If that ball is caught, Betts has to be the cutoff man to third base. And he was closer to third base than he was the pitcher's mound. And Miguel Rojas said, no, you need to go out a little bit farther away to make it a shorter throw for Freeman in case we need a relay on the cutoff and try and get the runner who's maybe tagging up at second going to third.
The 9th from Kasparius. Swanson fouls it away. So we talk about the pitch count and wanting to get some length out of Kasparius in this bullpen game. And that plan has run into some problems here in the second. The misplay or miscommunication in shallow left between Conforto and Rojas, allowing Bush to get on second with a quote-unquote double. And now the lengthy battle against Swanson. Here's the pitch. And that was another foul ball. Just got a piece of it. Everybody thought that was strike 3 swinging.
Well, I keep going with breaking stuff because, again, Swanson's had all kinds of trouble with the breaking stuff.
So this at-bat turns up to 11. The 11th pitch. Finally, strike 3 swinging. Away from Ben Kasparius to hang tough and complete that AB.
Another breaking ball. That one off the plate outside.
3rd strikeout for Kasparius. 1 out in the second inning. No score, but Michael Bush is on second base. Nico Horner is at the plate. The pitch at the knee, strike 1 called.
I go back to that play where Rojas was telling Mookie, look, you need to be in a different place in case the ball is caught. That's the advantage of having a veteran that on the field with Rojas who on a daily basis is still trying to help Mookie Betts settle in at shortstop.
The 0-1 pitch. Horner pushes it to the right side. It's a roller for Edman to field and throw. 2 gone. That was a little cue shot off the end of the bat. Edman had to range to his right. Midway between first and second at the back of the dirt, and he made the play. Bush did advance to third. And now Pete Crow Armstrong, the scalding hot Sherman Oaks kid. 3 for 5 last night. Finished a triple shy of the cycle. Kasperius drops a breaking ball on him. And that's called ball 1.
Armstrong is batting the 7th spot. First base is open, so second for that matter. And you've got Carson Kelly on deck. Nothing disparaging about Carson Kelly, but you got a red hot hitter up there right now.
The 0-1 is a fastball upstairs. And the splits for Kasperius, Mo. The lefties entered this game batting .375 against Kasperius.
Exactly my point, versus 143 against righties.
Runner on third, 2 outs. Scoreless in the second. And now a 1-1 pitch to Crow Armstrong. High in the air, right field. Teoscar Hernandez drifting back on the warning track. He's there to make the catch. That was in the air for a long time. And it dropped down in a parachute into the glove of Teoscar Hernandez. So the leadoff double by Bush is stranded by Ben Kasperius. We finish.
Breaking the ordinary at Bet365. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Arizona. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-NEXT-STEP or text NEXT-STEP to 53342. T&Cs apply.
Upgrade with new windows. Nobody knows windows like Wanakee Remodeling. Their Renewal by Andersen windows are durable, beautiful, custom crafted, made to order, and professionally installed. Energy efficient windows from Wanakee Remodeling and Renewal by Andersen offer elegance, strength, and stability of wood with low maintenance features of vinyl. This month, buy 1 window or patio door, get 1 40% off, plus special financing. Visit WanakeeRemodeling.com for more details.
When you shop Safeway.com or in the app, you'll get the same prices, deals, and rewards as in-store. Shop our tender pork sirloin chops for just 97 cents a pound when you click the deal in our app or online. Then buy one, get one free on 1-pound packs of juicy strawberries. These offers change each week, so don't miss out. Download the app for your deals today. Shop Safeway in-store or online at Safeway.com.
And Barnes against Matthew Boyd. Longtime friends and former college teammates squaring off once again. 1-0 pitch. And it bounces off the glove of Kelly. Probably cost Boyd a strike. It's 2-0. Both from the Seattle, Washington area. They played against each other in high school, then played with each other at Oregon State University. 2-0 from Boyd. Conforto rips strike 1 back in the net, a fastball at 94. But they faced off at Dodger Stadium a week and a half ago. Conforto got a base hit off of Boyd and struck out. Boyd said, he joked afterwards, I think that's the first hit Michael has ever gotten off me at any level. A 2-1 swing and a miss. Fastball at 96 from Boyd. 2-2.
Yeah, it's the bragging rights.
That's right.
Of a long friendship.
High school, inter squad in college, major leagues, never happened. Apparently, I have not sat down with Conforto to go through the old box scores and confirm that, but that's the story from the lefty. 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball and good work by Conforto to spit on it. 3-2.
You mean you're not taking the cattle prod and say, hey, he said this about you? And that poster board stuff?
Have not incited any riots. Payoff pitch, fastball inside, ball 4. Leadoff walk to Conforto. First base runner of the game, or excuse me, first walk of the game for the Dodgers. First base runner since Mookie Betts infield single.
Well, folks, if you haven't checked it out so far, you can shop the new Dodgers World Series Champion Gold Collection at MLBshop.com. That's right. It's embellished with gold accents and scripts. Get the gear that celebrates the glory of last season's journey.
1-0, nobody out. Miguel Rojas at the plate. Boyd goes with a fastball. It is high, but call it a strike. So Adrian Johnson off to a hot start behind the plate.
Well disguised.
Boyd with a long pause. Now the 0-1. It's off the plate away. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Well, big crowd here tonight, including the rooftops. Rooftops out on Sheffield Avenue in right field and on Waveland in left.
1-1 pitch upcoming. Rojas fouls the breaking ball into the net, strike 2. How many street homers did you hit as a Cub?
I
lost count. Too many.
Hit the buildings once.
Whoa. All right, Mo. Wind was blowing in that day, too.
That was a 200 and a wedge.
0-2. Rojas stays alive, slashes it into the seats in the upper deck to our right. Now it looks like the field is nearly fully covered in shadows, except for a couple pockets of sun peeking through the cages in the upper deck. Another 1-2. Rojas with another foul ball. Scoreless game, top of the 3rd inning. The Dodgers have Conforto on first. Bottom of the order trying to make something happen. Austin Barnes is on deck. Boyd sets, and he will throw over to first. Conforto with a head first slide. He's back with no issues.
Yeah, Boyd with that pickoff, he drops down from the side when he makes the throw.
Still 1-2 on Rojas. Here's the pitch. And that is at the knees, called strike 3. Rojas didn't like that one. But that pitch appeared to be an accurate call. First K for Boyd, first out in the 3rd. Boyd needed just 17 pitches to get the first 6 outs of the game. He needed 12 to get 1 out in the 3rd. Here's Austin Barnes. First pitch fastball slips away, ball 1.
Casparius, 35 pitches for 2 innings. High percentage of strikes, though, 25.
Conforto on first, 1 out in the 3rd, no score. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. 1-1. Barnes is 2 for 6 his last 2 games, so he's got hits in each of his last 2 games that he has started.
Boyd just introduced another part of his repertoire, and that's the changeup, and it's a good one.
One on, 1 out. 1 ball, 1 strike. Pitch coming. Barnes takes it to left field. Austin Barnes has a 3-game hitting streak. Conforto goes station to station. First and second for Shohei Ohtani.
And Boyd tried to double up on the changeup, but this one was elevated, which is like waving a red cape in front of a hitter's face.
And so there is some traffic for Ohtani here in the 3rd. Dodgers trying to get on the board first today, just as they did last night. First and second, 1 out in the 3rd inning. Ohtani at the plate. Boyd out of the stretch, kicks and fires. And Ohtani puts a foul ball back right below our booth, strike 1. Shohei flew out to left on the very first pitch of the game from Boyd. His average now at 261. Boyd delivers his 0-1 pitch. And Ohtani waves at strike 2.
Yeah, he's still really jumping and way out in front, pulling off. In particular, a lot of off-speed pitches right now. Ohtani, the last 2 games you mentioned earlier, he's now 0 for his last 8. All of last year, he went 3 games in a row without a base hit once.
Trying to avoid that here today. Boyd kicks and fires his 0-2 pitch, and Ohtani pokes it to shallow right field. Tucker coming on. It will drop. It's a bloop, but it's a hit, and it loads the bases for Mookie Betts. So Shohei shaking off his hands facetiously as he breaks that Ofer skid off the paternity list.
Well, when you get a base hit, it doesn't matter if you hit it off the end of the bat or if you get jammed. It does not hurt as much if it's a hit.
Tommy Hotovy, the pitching coach for the Cubs, out on the mound. It's a mound visit brought to you by Jacoby and Myers, because everyone deserves justice. Now the Dodgers are hoping Mookie Betts, who, like Ohtani Mo, has really been fighting at the plate. He's been searching for his swing. Mookie is not hitting the ball nearly as hard as we know Betts can and has throughout his career.
No, in fact, looked at some numbers today, and they list hard hit rate, and his hard hit rate is very low. And you start to think of Mookie Betts, that's not the area that you're normally thinking of Betts hanging out in.
Bases loaded, 1 out, top of the 3rd inning. Betts is 1 for 1. He legged out an infield single in the 1st inning. No score yet. Boyd with the pitch. Strike 1 atop the zone, taken by Mookie.
You start to look at career numbers, and for Mookie Betts has really been something to deal with. Bases loaded in his career, hitting at .318, 6 grand slams.
Conforto, Barnes, and Ohtani on the bases. Boyd delivers his 0-1, and Mookie hits a line drive right at Michael Busch at first base. The runners have to hustle back to their respective bags. They stay where they're at, and there are now 2 gone. Oh, perfectly positioned was Busch, as that was slashed the opposite way by Mookie.
That gets by, and it scores all 3 runs down into the right field corner.
So frustrating out for Betts. And now the 3rd inning will be up to Teoscar Hernandez, who's 0 for 1. He grounded into a double play ending the 1st. They're loaded with 2 gone, no score. The pitch. Swing and a miss. A fastball at 96 beat Teo there. Strike 1.
And maybe too big of a swing. Teoscar is one of the guys, well, the team's had difficulty against lefties. Teoscar's hit .458 against lefties with 6 extra base hits.
0-1. Boyd delivers, and Hernandez chops it foul into the Cub dugout. No balls, 2 strikes. So the Wrigley faithful, Cub fans, starting to stand and clap for Matthew Boyd. Dodgers had him loaded with only 1 out. Now they're loaded with 2 strikes against Teoscar. Here comes Boyd's 0-2 pitch. It's up and away at 95, ball 1.
Well, this is the 95th career at bat for Teoscar Hernandez with bases loaded. In his career, .309, 5 grand slams.
Teoscar, .283 this season with 2 strikes against him in the count. Boyd disengages. Teoscar can reset. He steps back with 1 foot, takes a big breath, exhales, and now he digs back in. No score in the 3rd. 2 out. Bases loaded for the Dodgers. Boyd has the pitch. Ball at the chest. Here's his 1-2 pitch. It's buried in the dirt. 2-2. Teoscar with 5 homers, with 5 doubles, 18 RBIs so far this season. He's trying to produce the first RBI of the game. No score in the 3rd. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And Teoscar with a base hit to left field. Conforto scores. Barnes hustling home. The throw home is late. Teoscar Hernandez starts the party with a 2-run single.
It is amazing as you start to look at the pedigree. And again, for Teoscar Hernandez in his career, over a .300 hitter. And the Dodgers are able to strike pay dirt first here tonight.
So we talk about how great he has been this year with 2 strikes, a marked improvement from where he's been in his career, where he was last year, his first season as a Dodger. He delivers again. 2-0 Dodgers. First and second, 2 out. Freddie Freeman at the plate. Here's the pitch. Spins Freeman around that nearly hit him. Ball 1. Ohtani on second, Teo on first. Boyd delivers his 1-0 pitch, and Freddie nearly hit on the hands with a fastball at 95. Thank goodness he pulled the hands away at the last second. Ugh. So 2 pitches up and in on Freddie. 1 a breaking ball, 1 a heater. 2-ball, no strike pitch. That's inside, 3-0. The Dodgers just took a 2-0 lead thanks to Teoscar Hernandez pulling a base hit into left field. 3-0, Tommy Edman is on deck. The pitch. Freddie swings and hits it high in the air, right center field. Playable though for Crow Armstrong, who calls off Tucker, and he makes the catch. That brings it into the top of the 3rd inning, but after Teoscar Hernandez put the Dodgers in front 2-0 in the middle of the 3rd.
Ordinary at Bet365. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Arizona. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-NEXT-STEP or text NEXT-STEP to 53342. T&Cs apply.
Upgrade with new windows. Nobody knows windows like Wanakee Remodeling. Their Renewal by Andersen windows are durable, beautiful, custom crafted, made to order, and professionally installed. Energy efficient windows from Wanakee Remodeling and Renewal by Andersen offer elegance, strength, and stability of wood with low maintenance features of vinyl. This month, buy 1 window or patio door, get 1 40% off, plus special financing. Visit WanakeeRemodeling.com for more details.
When you shop Safeway.com or in the app, you'll get the same prices, deals, and rewards as in-store. Shop our tender pork sirloin chops for just 97 cents a pound when you click the deal in our app or online. Then buy one get one free on 1-pound packs of juicy strawberries. These offers change each week, so don't miss out. Download the app for your deals today. Shop Safeway in-store or online at Safeway.com.
20% off sunglasses from Shadon Precision Eyewear. Hurry over to SeeBetterPlayBetter.com and use promo code SPRING. See better and play better with Shadon. That's SeeBetterPlayBetter.com. Promo code SPRING.
Are you ready to round the bases with base balderdash? Today's phrase is small ball. Do you know what it means? Small ball. Advancing base runners methodically. 1
12-ounce slim Coca-Cola. Redeem your free feast in the AM/PM app. Let's play ball at AM/PM. Too much good stuff. Great stuff from Teoscar Hernandez with 2 outs in the 3rd and 2 strikes against him. The bases loaded. He laced a base hit into left field to score the first 2 runs of the game. So the Dodgers on top early of the Cubs here in this season finale between these 2 clubs. Ben Casparius back to the mound, facing 8-9-1 of the Cubs, beginning with Carson Kelly. First pitch up and away, ball 1. Kelly slugging .971. Slugging .971, Mo. It's the best mark in the National League. It's the 1-0 pitch to left field. Conforto will come on and make the catch in shallow left. 1 out in the bottom of the 3rd.
First out of an inning. So important if you look at the long 9 innings of the game.
Ninth spot of the order, the 3rd baseman John Birdie, veteran utility player. Gage Workman was the starter at 3rd last night. He made 2 errors. The Cubs designated him for assignment today. First pitch from Casparius, fastball at the knee, strike 1, taken and called. Birdie's been a little bit of a thorn against the Dodgers this year. He's 4 for 7 against LA. Casparius jumps in front of him quickly, 0-2.
Tell you, for the fact that Casparius is in here in the 3rd inning has helped this bullpen already.
The 0-2 pitch. Strike three, swinging. 3 pitches, 3 strikes. And a second out for Kasparius in the third. Fourth K of the game for Kasparius, and this looks like it'll be it. Here comes Dave Roberts to the mound. 40 pitches, and you can see Doc tell him, nice job, Ben. Takes the ball, pat on the backside. Pitching change for the Dodgers here in the bottom of the third. 2 outs, nobody on. Dodgers ahead 2-0.
Like our championship-winning boys in blue, your Southern California Chevy dealers have star talent.
Now that's what I like to hear. Thanks to the ASE certified techs and friendly staff at Sierra Service Center, I don't have to spend hours in my garage looking for a 10mm socket or finding where that bolt fell. I just talked to a knowledgeable professional, and before I know it, my car is running like the day I picked her up from the dealership. So if you want that new car feel, call Sierra Service Center at 224-1629 or go to sscauto.com.
Rarely does a product come to the game of professional golf that is so quickly embraced by the pros. Shade-In Precision Eyewear is that product. Go to SeeBetterPlayBetter.com and find out why Shade-In sunglasses are trusted by tour players and their caddies. Shade-In is so confident in their product, they're offering a 30-day money-back guarantee. Go to SeeBetterPlayBetter.com and use the code SPRING to receive 20% off your order. That's SeeBetterPlayBetter.com and the code SPRING to experience golf's finest eyewear.
Guess who said the following?
I know they're a good team. We played against them earlier this year. It's going to be a battle. It's going to be a fight just like it was here in the ALCS. So, I'll celebrate tonight and start thinking about them tomorrow.
That's CC Sabathia after being named the MVP of the 2009 ALCS. Catch the next great moment on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Welcome back to Wrigley Field. Dodgers on top of the Cubs 2-0. 2 outs, nobody on in the home half of the third inning.
They're playing YMCA. You were getting into it.
Well, you inspired me. You told me to start dancing. I start dancing. Ron Coomer to our right. He starts making fun of me. He told me to, Ronnie. He told me. Anthony Banda into the game. 11 appearances so far this season, Mo. His ERA at 3.60. And his task right now is the top of the Cub lineup.
Yeah, that's a way to change the subject.
That's a dynamite drop-in, Mo. Thanks for picking me up there. Pitching change brought to you by Bank of America, the official bank of the Los Angeles Dodgers.
Yeah,
he peer pressured me.
Yeah. That's the same thing as the guy that throws the second punch.
Ron Coomer, the best Uber driver in Chicago.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah. The first pitch from Banda, a fastball upstairs on Ian Happ, 1-0.
I got to tell you, before one of the buses left the hotel today, there was a really funny scene that took place. And you talk about Cub fans, Dodger fans, Cub fans, passionate people.
Banda hits the bottom of the strike zone. Strike one, levels the count.
There was a lady that pulled up right next to the team bus as we're getting on and what have you. A lady, not an elderly lady, very distinguished looking, in a very fancy car.
A 1-1 pitch. Swinging a ground ball to third. Diving stop on Rojas. He's up and throwing. Long throw. The stretch from Freeman. Not in time. Heck of an effort from Rojas. And really it was a win to just keep that to a 2-out single. Dove to his right, just inside the line. And made the stop, but could not complete the play.
Yeah,
so
exactly. Because if he doesn't make that play, that's a double at least going down the line. So here's this lady that pulls up, very fancy car, well dressed, rolls down her window, and yells out to the bus driver and Dodger security. A couple guys are getting on. So how are the Dodgers doing today?
First pitch to Kyle Tucker, 1 on, 2 out, strike one taken.
And the driver answers, "We're doing very well, lady. Thank you very much." Well, tell them that we're going to kick their you-know-what tonight. And then she drove off.
Hit and run.
Yeah. So evidently she knows where a lot of the teams stay, and she pulled up, evidently lives in the neighborhood. But it was just really a funny moment about passionate fans.
A 1 pitch, swing and a miss. Fastball at 98 from Banda. He's feeling a little froggy coming out of the pin here. Dodgers 2, Cubs nothing. Bottom of the third inning, 2 outs. Happ on first after his base hit. Banda trying to keep the Dodgers ahead. Ball at the belt. He kicks and deals his 0-2. And that shoe just missed the outside corner with a slider. There were several folks who thought that was going to be strike 3.
You know, that play by Rojas, again, just to recap it very quickly, that saves you an opportunity where the other club has a runner in scoring position. You're going to face the big part of their lineup right now.
Now the 1-2 pitch. Slider away, check swing, but he held up. The count squares up 2-2. Tucker is 0 for 1. Casparius struck him out swinging in the first. Ian Happ is on first base right now. Tucker represents the tying run here early on in the 3rd inning. Bonda's 2-2. Slider away, check swing, appeal is lost, and it's full. So from 0-2 to 3-2. Cubs' best hitter at the plate. Bonda's ready for his payoff. Fastball upstairs, and he lost him to a walk. Ahead of him 0-2, and he issues a free pass. First and second for Justin Turner.
Turner's 0 for his last 16. Don't trust him, especially if, you get a breaking ball out away from him. He's already shown his career he has the ability to go the opposite way. Doesn't try and pull everything. The infield left side playing to pull.
2 on, 2 out. The pitch from Bonda. Swing and a fly ball right center field. Teoscar Hernandez runs over to his right and makes the catch. So Anthony Bonda wiggles out of a little 2-out jam. He now talks with Adrian Johnson, the home plate umpire, about some call.
Breaking news, and this one is almost unbelievable.
Yeah, it's all about new customers at Bet365 because
windows like Wanakee Remodeling. Their Renewal by Andersen windows are durable, beautiful, custom crafted, made to order, and professionally installed. Energy efficient windows from Wanakee Remodeling and Renewal by Andersen offer elegance, strength, and stability of wood with low maintenance features of vinyl. This month, buy 1 window or patio door, get 1 40% off, plus special financing. Visit WanakeeRemodeling.com for more details.
Wanakee Remodeling, we make everything more look new again.
Now that's what I like to hear. Thanks to the ASE certified techs and friendly staff at Sierra Service Center, I don't have to spend hours in my garage looking for a 10mm socket or finding where that bolt fell. I just talked to a knowledgeable professional, and before I know it, my car is running like the day I picked her up from the dealership. So if you want that new car feel, call Sierra Service Center at 224-1629 or go to sscauto.com.
20% off sunglasses from Shaden Precision Eyewear. Hurry over to SeeBetterPlayBetter.com and use promo code SPRING. See better and play better with Shaden. That's SeeBetterPlayBetter.com. Promo code SPRING.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run.
World champion LA Dodgers. KLAC KYSR HD2 Los Angeles. Make us a preset on the free iHeartRadio app.
Tommy Edman, Andy Pajes, and Michael Conforto on the docket for the Dodgers in the 4th inning. They lead the Cubs 2-0 in this series and season finale between a couple of blue blood franchises in Major League Baseball. Tommy's 0 for 1. He flew out to right field his first time up. Pitch from Boyd. Slow looping breaky ball. Didn't break enough over the outside corner. That's ball 1. Tommy batting .269, 8 home runs and 19 ribbies. 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. High fastball north of the zone. 1 ball, 1 strike. 8 home runs, tied for the most in the National League. Edman leading all the Dodgers in home runs. Boyd's breaking ball is beneath the zone. 2-1 is the count now.
I think most people would read that number and say it must be a misprint.
Tommy Edman slugging .570. Not a misprint. On this 2-1, he chops it to short. Swanson waits on it, has it in the glove, shuffles and throws one away.
Well, friends, you can celebrate the culture and traditions of Japan at Dodger Stadium on Monday. Japanese Heritage Night against the Marlins. So purchase a special ticket package and you'll receive an exclusive Japanese Heritage Night jersey presented by Daisun. So come on, join us. Make plans, Dodgers.com/promotions. Check it out.
Base is empty, one out in the fourth, 2-0 Dodgers. Andy Pages at the plate, and Boyd starts him off with strike one. A high curve. Pages 0 for 1 with a fly out to center field. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And Pages pushes it to center field. Carl Armstrong charging in, and he makes the catch. He can cover a lot of ground in such a hurry. He's breaking out offensively this year. You already knew he could cover the ocean there in center.
I watched him for about 15 minutes this afternoon, and they were working on his lead at first base and his first step. For example, if you're the runner at first, you're going to steal. Which foot do you move first?
You would think the right.
No, keep that one firm, and you cross over is what they were working on.
Foul ball by Michael Conforto. Strike one with 2 outs in the base.
Because if you lead off and your first step is with your right foot towards the second base bag, what's the length of your stride? Maybe 8 inches. So you're losing a little bit. Well, they were saying no, crossover.
Fastball down the middle, strike 2 taken by Conforto.
But he's one of those fast twitch muscle guys.
Dodgers on top of the Cubs 2-0. 2 gone in the top of the 4th inning. 0-2 the count on Conforto. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So Boyd works a 1-2-3 4th inning. 3.5 innings gone by in the confines. The Dodgers on top 2-0.
When you want. Rarely does a product come to the game of professional golf that is so quickly embraced by the pros. Shadin Precision Eyewear is that product. Go to SeeBetterPlayBetter.com and find out why Shadin sunglasses are trusted by tour players and their caddies. Shadin is so confident in their product, they're offering a 30-day money-back guarantee. Go to SeeBetterPlayBetter.com and use the code SPRING to receive 20% off your order. That's SeeBetterPlayBetter.com and the code SPRING to experience golf's finest eyewear.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is painting the black. Do you know what it means? Painting the black, when the pitcher throws the ball over the edge of the plate. While home plate itself is white, it's bordered by a black beveled edge, which is usually covered by dirt.
Painted the black with a knuckle curve for a called strike 3.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com. Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
If you're feeling stagnant, Sagittarius, it could be helpful to engage in some healthy competition with your teammates to get your creative juices flowing. A contest to see who can hit the farthest or run the fastest could be the fuel for your competitive fire. These playful games will help you bring the heat next time you're up to bat.
2 clubs in the 2025 regular season, but Mo, based on how they both looked up to this point, they might see each other again.
Yeah, it would be a good sense. It would be a heck of a matchup.
The Cubs are a problem, especially if Chicago can settle down the back end of the bullpen, which of course has always been the most volatile position in this game. But if they figure out that pen, it's a very dangerous and scary club. Bonda's first pitch slider hits the outside corner. Strike one on the ex-Dodger Michael Busch.
Well, teams go through a different transition period. Dodgers have gone one themselves, but you figure they're not going to be scoring boatloads of runs throughout the entirety of the season. They need somebody to shut it down.
One swatted into the air, the opposite field, playable for Conforto, who's camped out and makes the catch. One out in the fourth inning.
I want to go back to the conversation we were having briefly the last half inning. We were talking about stolen bases and leadoffs and crossover step versus. That's a baseball conversation.
Yeah.
Those are the conversations you love to have. Dave Roberts is going to come out and have a conversation, make a pitching change, but that's what you like to sit down and talk about and use strategy and common sense and to try and figure things out. That's baseball talk.
Attention high schoolers, let's collab this summer with free summer school at Primavera Online. We're offering summer sessions in June and July where students can catch up, get ahead, and have a great summer. Our summer courses are flexible, can be taken from anywhere, and are only 4 weeks long. Plus, there's 24/7 support from Luna, our friendly and helpful AI chatbot. Primavera is now enrolling free summer school for grades 9 to 12. Apply today at freesummerschool.com.
Breaking news coming in. Ordinary at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-NEXT-STEP. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Arizona. T&Cs apply.
It's time to step up to the plate and see if you can guess which baseball player or manager said the following.
I want to thank the many living legends sitting behind me. I'm humbled and honored to be standing in front of you and now to be part of this fraternity alongside you.
That's Fred McGriff during his Hall of Fame induction speech. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Can just defeat any size group. Everyone loves Shakey's classic thin crust pizza, golden fried chicken, and crispy Mojo potatoes. Get it to go at Shakey's.com or watch the game at your local Shakey's with an ice cold pitcher of beer, piping hot pizza, and a mountain of Mojos. Share the good times at Shakey's today.
Talking baseball,
Dodger pitching change presented by Navien, HVAC, and water heater products. Right-hander Noah Davis replaces the lefty Anthony Bonda. Base is empty, one gone, bottom of the fourth inning. The Dodgers lead 2-0. First batter, Dansby Swanson is 0 for 1 with a strikeout. The pitch. It is a knee-buckling strike one on the inside corner. The 28-year-old righty, Noah Davis, took the loss last night despite throwing just one pitch in the bottom of the 10th inning. And it was a screwball to Ian Happ. Happ hit a walk-off base hit to right field, scoring the zombie runner from second base. Davis misses with ball one, levels out the count. So just an unfortunate loss to begin his Dodger tenure. The 1-1 pitch breaks outside from Swanson. 2-1. Davis, a Southern California kid, Huntington Beach High School Oiler before becoming a gaucho at UC Santa Barbara. It's 2-1 to Swanson, foul back, 94 into the net, strike two. Dodgers just acquired Davis at the end of spring from the Boston Red Sox in exchange for cash considerations. 2-2 pitch tumbles outside. The count is full. Davis works from the first base side of the rubber. He kicks and deals his payoff, and Swanson wraps a base hit into straightaway center field.
The Cubs are hoping that Swanson can start to generate some life in the bat.
He's on first. Still only one out in the fourth inning. 2-0 Dodgers. Here's Nico Horner, the second baseman, batting from the right side. Davis deals. Horner takes off the plate, ball one. So Davis is not working in the strike zone enough out of the bullpen here. 7 pitches, just 3 strikes. Here's his 8th, a 1-0 to Horner. That's a breaker that just missed. Ball 2. Jack Dreyer, the lefty, is up in the Dodger bullpen.
And he may get a phone call to speed it up to get ready if the strikes are not being thrown here.
Pickoff attempt, tag applied, just missed. If that throw is low, I think Freddie can get Swanson.
Yep.
It was a good move from Davis. It caught Swanson going the other way initially.
Yeah, Swanson was thinking about going. He has 2 stolen bases. The last pitch to home plate, Swanson was not even thinking about going. He's actually going back to the bag.
Swanson and Freeman, good buddies, former World Series teammates, next to each other on first. Horner at the plate. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Fastball top the zone, strike 1, taken and called. It is a 2-0 lead, but as these 2 clubs have shown, no lead is safe when they get together, especially when dealing with the Chicago offense. Another pickoff attempt. Tag to the leg is a little late, and so it's a second disengagement for Davis. Only allowed 2. If you try again and fail, the runner is given the next base. The 2-ball, 1-strike pitch to Horner. Breaking ball way outside, 3-1. Good work by Austin Barnes to shuffle over to his right in the left-handed batter's box and keep that baseball in front. Sun setting on the north side of Chicago. Relatively clear Wednesday evening. 3-1. Swanson takes off. It's ball 4.
That's not close.
Davis is not being competitive enough, and Mark Pryor quickly out of the Dodger dugout. It's a meeting on the mound brought to you by Jacoby and Myers, because everyone deserves justice. Tying runs on for the Cubs in the bottom of the 4th inning, only 1 out. Mark Pryor is joined by Austin Barnes and the entirety of the infield. Pete Crow Armstrong is strolling to the plate, and Mo, he's the number 7 hitter, but he has been producing like a top of the order or middle of the order bat the last week plus. I mean, you go back to that blowout the Cubs had against the Dodgers at Dodger Stadium on April 15th. Since he doubled, Crow Armstrong did, off of Miguel Rojas in that frame, he has caught fire. And now in his last 8, he's batting .438, 14 hits, 10 of them have gone for extra bases.
Yeah. And 4 of those are home runs. Here's the other part, too. With his speed on a ground ball, you'd love to have the double play, unless it's hit like a rocket. You have to make sure of getting 1.
First and second, 1 out, 2-0 Dodgers. Here's the pitch. Fastball up and away, ball 1. Crow Armstrong is 0 for 1. He flew out to deep right field. There's a little inlet in right underneath the giant video board, and the wind blew it back in for Teoscar to catch it. 1-0, fastball pulled down and in, 2 balls, no strikes.
And the first pitch is away, second pitch is in.
So to steal our favorite phrase from our dear friend Oral Hershiser, the Bulldog, couple booths over, the spray pattern is way all over the place for Noah Davis right now. The 2-0 pitch. Swinging a fly ball, left center field. Pages hustling back. It's on the warning track. He's at the wall, and it's gone. Pete Crow Armstrong does it to the Dodgers again. A basket shot in left center field, and it flips the scoreboard. Number 5 on the season for PCA, and it's the Cubs 3, the Dodgers 2.
This can be a cruel game in a hurry for young players. After Noah Davis came in last night, 1 pitch, RBI single. So he has faced, in less than 24 hours, 4 batters. He's given up 3 hits, a walk, home run.
From 2 up to 1 down, still only 1 out in the 4th inning. First pitch strike from Davis to Carson Kelly, the catcher in the 8th spot of the order.
Well, Steven, that's what happens when you don't throw strikes. You paint yourself into a corner, and you're feeling for the strike zone, and hitters will feast in that spot.
The 0-1 pitch. Kelly hits it on the ground to short. Mookie will gobble it up, take his time to make a good throw, which he does. 2 out. Well, I think the damage is twofold, Mo. Yeah, what you just said is spot on, absolutely. But given where the Dodgers pitching staff is today in this bullpen game, I mean, we're not yet through the 4th inning, and you're running out of arms that you would realistically like to use today versus the ones you want to stay away from if you're Dave Roberts. Yes, there's an off day tomorrow. First pitch to John Birdie is strike 1 on the outside corner.
And the bullpen can use more than one off day. Again, through the first 24 games of the season, it's number 25 tonight. 20 different pitchers have already been used.
Davis is 0-1. Taken inside corner, strike 2 against Birdie. Birdie didn't like the call. I don't know what exactly he's arguing. He's granted time by Adrian Johnson. Bases empty, 2 out. The Dodgers now trailing 3-2. The 0-2. Breaking ball, low and away, not competitive.
And
ball
it's
1.
Just not close.
The old saying is, it looks like a strike until it's not. Well, it's a ball out of hand right now for Davis. Ball at the belt, the 1-2 pitch. Down the middle, strike 3. A fastball at 94 froze Birdie. So a K completes the 4th for Davis, but that's after Pete Crow Armstrong launched a go-ahead 3-run homer. So the Dodgers down 3-2 as this game shifts.
Breaking news coming in from Bet365.
Elegance, strength, and stability of wood with low maintenance features of vinyl. This month, buy 1 window or patio door, get 1 40% off, plus special financing. Visit WanakeRemodeling.com for more details.
Wanake Remodeling, we make everything old look new again.
Looking for a rewarding career where you can make a difference? Sierra Vista Unified School District is hiring. As an A-rated pre-K through 12th grade district, we've been proudly serving our community for over 60 years, and we want you to be a part of our team. From teaching to support staff, every role helps shape the future of our students. Competitive pay, great benefits, and a supportive work environment. Because when you succeed, our students do too. Join us today. Apply now at svusd68.org/careers. Sierra Vista Unified, where your career makes an impact.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app.
The scheduled hitters against Matthew Boyd. You know, every ballpark in the majors, Mo, has its quirks, different dimensions, different features for different reasons. At Wrigley Field, you have the ivy, which of course right now is dormant as we're still in late April. But lining the ivy along the wall is the basket. First pitch from Boyd to Rojas, a fastball on the outside corner, strike 1 called. So that's when you hear a basket shot, it doesn't get into the seats. It gets into this basket that is attached to maybe, I don't know, a foot below the top of the wall. Strike 2 from Boyd on a breaking ball to Rojas.
Yeah, it's about 3 feet below, and it's at a 45-degree angle pointed in towards home plate. And it was put up there in 1970 as Dwayne McDonald was looking at it. because people kept reaching over the fence and interfering the balls that were in play.
0-2 is spiked by Boyd in front of the plate. 1-2 on Rojas leading off the fifth.
We referred to it as the feeding trough.
Okay. Just in case a hot dog blew in there, someone go down there and.
There's been a lot of things thrown into that feeding trough.
Here's the 1-2 pitch. Rojas swings, and that's sent to center field. Pete Armstrong charges. He traps it. It's a base hit. Yeah, I mean, that is a risky play by Armstrong. If that gets by him, it's going all the way to the wall and gives Rojas extra bases. But it dropped just in front of his glove, and he snared it on a real short hop, and a great call by Ramon De Jesus, the second base umpire, to say that was a hit.
Outfielder, you come into that line drive, you don't know if it's going to be sinking, if it's going to stay up in the air, if it's going to tail, if it's going to hook. And it reaches a point where you've gone really to the point of no return. And you come to a defensive standpoint and say, oh, I hope the ball doesn't get by me.
Austin Barnes at the plate. No outs. Rojas on first. First pitch from Boyd. A breaking ball up and away. 1-0.
And it's so important to be able to come back and answer after the other team has just taken the lead.
Austin Barnes is 1 for 1 with a run scored. He had a single with 1 out in the third inning. Came around in Teoscar's clutch. 2 out, 2 strike, 2-run single. It's a base hit or a tapper right back to Boyd. He feels it. High throw to second. Rojas is safe, and so too is Barnes. So it was a little chopper, seemingly harmless in routine from Barnes, but Boyd airmailed the throw to second base, and that forced Horner to jump off the bag.
Yeah, it should be a fielder choice and error in the throw. It's what I was talking about with Pete Armstrong up there before he hit the home run. Is that, yes, you'd love to have the double play, but you have to make sure you get the lead guy. And for whatever reason, Boyd dropped down from a 3/4, almost a sidearm, to throw the ball to second. Big error.
And now it's 2 on, nobody out. Ohtani at the plate. First pitch from Boyd. And Ohtani swings through a fastball, strike one. And again, Mo, fastball inside part of the plate.
He pulls off the ball, and by the time he finishes the swing, he's staring at the first base dugout. Twisted all the way around, 180 degrees.
Oh, pitch from Boyd. Ohtani bites it in the air to left field. Routine for Happ. And Shohei Ohtani's just out of sorts at the plate right now. That's the first out of the 5th inning. Here comes Mookie Betts.
Yeah, Ohtani right now just does not look comfortable at home plate.
For him, he always talks about the only thing he cares about at the plate is his posture. And so I don't know if that's a little bit off. But when he takes pitches, Mo, you can see him. He's sort of like leaning into it instead of reading it.
Well, the posture may be there on the front end, but he loses the posture because he's pulling off the ball. And again, I mean, he's facing the first base dugout, which is behind him.
Oh, pickoff attempt, and Barnes is caught off first base. And throw over from Matthew Boyd. Tag applied by Michael Busch, and Barnes is out.
Well, if you're leading off, and you've got a first base coach, and that first base coach is supposed to let you know if that first baseman is sneaking in behind you. First baseman came over. Barnes was headed towards second base to increase the lead.
I don't know what the design of that was. It's first and second, 1 out. You have Mookie Betts at the plate.
Yeah.
Both Rojas and Barnes are doing the shuffle and dancing thing off the bases. You have a left-handed starter or a pitcher out there, Mo.
That's just a huge mistake.
So now it's Rojas on second by himself. 2 outs. First pitch to Betts misses the strike zone. It's just that just cannot happen. That cannot happen. Boyd's 1-0 pitch. Mookie flails at strike one. That's a sword swing.
So if the first baseman is playing behind you as a runner, you're listening to the first base coach. Chris Woodward was down past the first base coaching box. Same way at second. You know, the third base coach will let you know if the shortstop's sneaking in behind you. You're responsible for the second baseman and pitcher.
Boyd's 1-1, a fastball up and in. Mookie shoots the hands up to get out of the way. 2 balls and a strike. Cubs 3, Dodgers 2. 2 gone in the top of the 5th. Rojas in scoring position as the tying run. Boyd delivers his 2-1 pitch. Mookie watches ball 3 outside. Dodgers get 2 on, nobody out from their 8 and 9 spots. And they've somehow found a way to fumble this situation. Now 3-1 on Mookie. Here's the pitch from Boyd. Swing and a drive down the left field line. That's a fair ball into the corner. Mookie Betts has tied the game. Rojas in to score. Ball still in the corner, finally dug out. But Mookie's going to hang out on second base, standing up with an RBI double.
And that pickoff cost the Dodgers a run. And for Betts comes through, they tried to come inside. They're throwing a lot of breaking balls, trying to sneak the fastball by Mookie. And he was saying nope.
So Betts replaces Rojas on second. Now Teoscar Hernandez at the plate. Remember, Teo plated the first 2 runs of the ball game. The 2-out, 2-strike, 2-run single in the 3rd inning. It gave the Dodgers a 2-0 lead. It's now tied at 3. Here's the pitch. Swinging a fly ball, left field hit well. Back toward the wall. It is gone! Teo tees off, and the Dodgers jump back in front. 6th of the season for Teoscar Hernandez. A 2-run shot. He has driven in 4 of the Dodger runs today.
Well, we know the numbers, and we've talked about the numbers. And Teoscar Hernandez this year on first pitches of an at-bat, hitting at 400. What did he hit? First pitch. Daniel Jewelers, proud sponsor of the trip around the diamond and your family jeweler since 1948. So visit danielsjewelers.com/baseball for your free baseball bracelet and $50 off a $99 coupon.
Now Freddie Freeman. First pitch fouled away on the third base side. The Dodgers reclaim the lead. You talk about a response, Mo. That's exactly what they've delivered here in the top of the 5th inning. Mookie Betts with an RBI double. Teoscar Hernandez followed with a 2-run homer. So it's 5-3 LA. Here's the 0-1 from Boyd. Slider just got the edge on the outside corner. Strike 2 on Freddie.
Well, momentum. You cannot measure it. You can't taste it, but you know if you've got it.
And the Dodgers do. The 0-2, and Freddie flails at strike 3. You don't see Freeman look like that very often. Kay brings an end to the top of the 5th inning, but the Dodgers scored 3 runs. 3 runs on.
Breaking news coming in from Bet365, and it's no surprise. Same game parlay from Bet365 just keeps. T&Cs apply.
Upgrade with new windows. Nobody knows windows like Wanakee Remodeling. Their Renewal by Andersen windows are durable, beautiful, custom crafted, made to order, and professionally installed. Energy efficient windows from Wanakee Remodeling and Renewal by Andersen offer elegance, strength, and stability of wood with low maintenance features of vinyl. This month, buy 1 window or patio door, get 1 40% off, plus special financing. Visit WanakeeRemodeling.com for more details.
Wanakee Remodeling, we make everything old look new again.
Are you facing the challenges of cancer? At Cochise Oncology, we understand your journey. With over 65 years of experience, we help you conquer cancer closer to home. Using innovative genetic tests, Cochise Oncology provides personalized cancer treatments in Sierra Vista. The first in Arizona, our state-of-the-art Radixact treats your cancer with pinpoint radiation. Cochise Oncology, where cancer meets compassion. Healing begins here.
It's time to step up to the plate and see if you can guess which baseball player or manager said the following.
I want to thank the many living legends sitting behind me. I'm humbled and honored to be standing in front of you and now to be part of this fraternity alongside you.
That's Fred McGriff during his Hall of Fame induction speech. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
It's an oil change, your 15-minute drive-through oil change with locations throughout Southern California. It's the lefty Jack Dreyer. rookie here at Wrigley Field, and he has family and friends that made the drive from his home state of Iowa up to Chicago, or over to Chicago, to see him in a game, and they're rewarded here. Dodgers 5, Cubs 3. Bottom of the 5th has the top of the order for Chicago. Dreyer's first pitch fastball is low on Ian Happ, ball 1. Dreyer's ERA this year 0.66. As Happ is jammed, then he pops it up shallow left field. Betts drifts back from short, but Conforto is there to make the catch. One gone. I just could not be more impressed with what we've seen from Jack Dreyer so far.
Well, he seems to have a lot of points to begin with, but he's been able to work the corners of the plate majority of the time. That does not make it that easy for the hitters.
Base is clear, 1 out. It's a 2-run Dodger lead. Kyle Tucker at the plate. Dreyer's first pitch is upstairs, ball 1. It was 2-0 Dodgers. The Cubs scored 3 in the 4th on 1 swing from Pete Crow Armstrong, but they got all 3 back in the 5th. Dreyer exhales and delivers the 1-0 pitch and pulls the breaking ball low and away. 2-0 on Tucker. Teoscar Hernandez, one batter after Mookie Betts tied the game with a double into the left field corner. Teoscar took Matt Boyd deep to left. 2-0 pitch. Fastball up and in. 3-0. The 3-0 pitch. Tucker's taking all the way. Fastball at the knees. There's a strike for Jack. Cooling off here at Wrigley Field. Temps are about to dip below 60 degrees as the sun continues to set. Jack Dreyer comes set for this 3-1. And he misses with ball 4. So it's a walk for Tucker, his second walk of the game.
Well, we have no trouble finding Teoscar Hernandez right now. The lights beginning to take effect. And I say that because Teoscar is wearing some shoes.
I think you can see
like
it from space.
You're looking at 2 orange cones that they use on the highway.
They're pink, but the point still stands.
You look at the shoes and you want to say, are they battery operated?
Fastball high on Justin Turner. 1 on, 1 out for Chicago in the bottom of the 5th. It's the Dodgers 5 and the Cubs 3. So JT does embody the tying run potentially. Another heater upstairs. 2-0, and Austin Barnes is motion to Jack Dreyer. Hey, you got to complete the delivery. The 2-0. Fastball at 93. High. Ball 3. Justin Turner is 0 for 2. Struck out in the first. Flew out to right in the 3rd. Tucker takes a casual lead off first. The 3-0 pitch. Up and away, ball 4. Back-to-back walks from Jack Dreyer. Well, the Dodger bullpen.
You can't walk a guy in 4 pitches. He's 0 for his last 17, but that's what just took place.
And now you have Michael Busch. So it looks like Miguel Rojas, Mookie Betts, Austin Barnes, and Tommy Edman will come out to talk with Jack Dreyer. No pitching coach, and no Freddie Freeman. Freddie's standing 50 feet away from first. Tying runs aboard for the Cubs with 1 out in the 5th. How many times have we talked about the shutdown inning, Mo? After your offense puts up runs, you want to put up a 0 and keep that momentum you were alluding to. The first pitch to Busch is in the dirt, blocked by Barnes, ball 1.
You want to be able to close the door.
Busch is 1 for 2. Hit a double in the second. That was really just miscommunication from the Dodger defense. There's a strike for Dreyer. Slider on the outside corner, 1-1. And the last time up for Bush, he flew out to left field. First and second, one out. And now Dreyer's 1-1 pitch. Slider away in the dirt. Again blocked by Barnes. 2 balls and a strike.
This is one of those big pitches. Right now they're all big pitches, but you do not want to go 3-1. Hitters can be more selective. The count goes that way.
Runners going. Strike 2 atop the zone, but both runners successfully steal. And now the Cubs have the tying runs in scoring position.
You know what? That's very aggressive and very thoughtful, because you have a pitcher that's having difficulty finding the strike zone. He's distracted, not really paying attention to runners.
Swinging a foul ball back from Bush. Still 2-2. Now Justin Turner with a stolen base.
I'm surprised he didn't ask for the bag.
He's on second.
Who's on first?
Don't call me Shirley.
Yeah, true.
Another 2-2 pitch. Bush flares it foul on the left field side. 5-3 Dodgers, as these two teams continue to trade punches, Mo. Cubs scored 3 in the 4th. The Dodgers got 3 in the top of the 5th. Cubs have 2 on and only 1 out in the bottom half. Another 2-2 pitch. High fastball. Check swing. He held up, and the count is run full. Dansby Swanson waiting on deck for Chicago. Wrigley Field wants a moment. Here's the payoff pitch. It's low. Ball 4.
And when he's missing by a lot.
Jack Dreyer has walked them loaded in the 5th inning. And that'll inspire Mark Pryor to come out.
Well, again, we talked the other night. You know, if you're missing in one area, in other words, if you're high with everything, you're to the left side or the right side of the plate, you can kind of, scope in your sights a little bit. But when you're left of the plate, right of the plate, high and low, it's more than just mechanics.
This meeting on the mound is really Mark Pryor and Austin Barnes and Jack Dreyer. And Mark Pryor's doing all the talking.
You know, Stephen, sometimes we talk about the fact of hitting. You can't worry about your knees, where they are, where your elbows are, where your hands are. It's the old line where you can't think and hit at the same time. You can't think and pitch at the same time either if you're trying to get a major league hitter out. You can think before the pitch, but not during the pitch.
Bases loaded for Chicago. 1 out in the 5th. It's the Dodgers up 5-3. Infield playing back. Freddie Freeman off the bag at first. Here's the right-handed hitting Swanson. First pitch swinging. It rolls up the middle and through. The base hit. Tucker scores. Here comes Turner. Throw goes to third. It's not in time. Dansby Swanson resets the scoreboard and ties the game. It's 5-5.
Yeah, and the Dodgers, Dave Roberts refers to as a clean game. That was not a good throw from center field. Why? Well, first of all, there's no cutoff man. Mookie Betts didn't go back and cover. And secondly, you throw to third. There's no cutoff man, so the batter runner can go down to second base. That's just not a good throw to third.
It wasn't very hard to hit, but Mookie Betts was shifted over deep in the 6 hole, and Swanson put it between him and the bag at second base. Swanson's now on second. Bush is on third. Still only 1 out. Dodger infield drawn in with the game tied at 5. Here's the pitch to Nico Horner. Fastball up and away, ball 1. So really, the first time we've seen Jack Dreyer struggle in this rookie season. The 1-0 pitch. Fastball at 92, top of the zone. Ooh, call the strike, and a generous call at that, but Dreyer will take it. Second and third, one out. 1 ball, 1 strike. Pitch on the way. Horner pushes it in the air to right field. Teoscar drifts over to his left. He settles underneath it. Tagging from third is Bush. The throw from Hernandez. Play at the plate. There won't be one. Sacrifice fly for Nico Horner. And the Cubs reclaim the lead 6-5. Swanson also advanced on the play, going from second to third.
Cubs just continue to put runs on the board. They've scored the most runs of any team in baseball coming into this one, and they have not been denied tonight either.
(6-5) Chicago. Here's Pete Crow Armstrong. First pitch from Dreyer. High fastball. Check swinging. Went around. Strike 1. Last time up for PCA. Flipped the scoreboard with a 3-run homer off Noah Davis. They made it 3-2 Cubs. The Dodgers jumped ahead 5-3. Cubs got 3 runs right back. That's a ground ball up the middle and into center field. Crow Armstrong plates another. Swanson steps on home. It's now 7-5 Cubs. The Dodgers just cannot get the Cubs out. Really, since they came back from Tokyo.
Well, the Dodgers have not helped themselves either. You come in, you cannot walk 3 consecutive batters and expect, perfection and shut down another ball club. And then you fall behind the other guys in the counts. You have to find the strike zone. You get the big part of the strike zone, and you get baseballs that hit real hard.
Throw over the first, unsuccessful.
Okay, so Pete Crow Armstrong, we're talking before today's game, worked for about 15 minutes on getting the crossover step. With a very big lead at first, what pitch does he take off here?
Fastball downstairs. Ball 1 on Carson Kelly. That's the 26th pitch of this 5th inning for Jack Dreyer. The 1-0, we'll have to wait. Another throw over.
The other thing, and not to harp on it, but we're talking about the game. Twice tonight, the Dodgers have not had someone in the right cutoff position. You get less than a stellar throw from center field. You get miscommunication. A fly ball to left field should have been caught earlier in the game. So that's 4 opportunities to garner, if not an out, at least to stop runners from advancing.
Dreyer has a strike. The count is even 1-1. The scoreboard is no longer even. Cubs 7, Dodgers 5. 2 out and a runner on first. The 1-1 pitch with the runner going. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Throw down from Barnes. Not going to get Crow Armstrong.
There it was. He worked on it before the game. Not that he wasn't able to steal bases before, but he went with a crossover step. Never looked back to home plate. That's a straight steal.
9th stolen base of the season for Crow Armstrong to get into scoring position for Kelly.
That's 3 stolen bases for the Cubs in this inning.
The exact opposite of a shutdown inning for Jack Dreyer and the Dodgers. They've already scored 4 of the Cubs, and they had a chance for more as Dreyer bounces ball 2 in front of the plate. Now, the pitching staff was so excellent the 3-game series against the Rangers. They come to Chicago, have a chance to continue that stretch against the #1 offense in baseball, and they have not been able to. 2-2 pitch driven to right center field. Pajes will drift over and make the catch. So Crow Armstrong stranded on the bases. But Jack Dreyer, he walked the bases loaded with 1 out. All 3 runs came in to score, plus 1 more.
Upgrade with new windows. Nobody knows windows like Wanakee Remodeling. Their Renewal by Andersen windows are durable, beautiful, custom crafted, made to order, and professionally installed. Energy efficient windows from Wanakee Remodeling and Renewal by Andersen offer elegance, strength, and stability of wood with low maintenance features of vinyl. This month, buy 1 window or patio door, get 1 40% off, plus special financing. Visit WanakeeRemodeling.com for more details.
If you're running a retail business, don't let disorganized order fulfillment cause chaos. Use ShipStation instead. From running a business out of your garage to multiple warehouses, ShipStation is ideal for every phase of your growth. Save time with one login for all your stores and by automating tasks. Plus, you'll get the best shipping rates from global carriers. Calm the chaos with the shipping software that delivers. Start a free trial at shipstation.com/audio. That's shipstation.com/audio.
Squadron commander.
Outbound for checks.
Plus soccer coach.
Bring it in, team.
Submarine hunter.
Contact acquired.
And big sky hunter.
See the Big Dipper?
Navy health benefits.
Open wide for me.
Plus some everyday perks.
Hey, buddy. I'm home early.
Never missing out. Never missing out.
Happy birthday to
America's Navy Reserve. It's everything you love about the Navy, plus everything else you just love. Learn more at NavyReserve.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I'm truly humbled to stand here before you in Cooperstown with two men that pitch for me and two managers that made my life as a manager so challenging, and a hitter that we never did figure out how to pitch to him.
That's Bobby Cox during his Hall of Fame induction speech. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
The fourth to take a 3-2 lead. The Dodgers scored 3 runs in the top of the fifth to jump back ahead 5-3, but then a 4-run bottom of the fifth for Chicago. Despite having just 2 hits, neither of them hit very hard. Little rollers up the middle of the diamond. That's because Jack Dreyer walked them loaded. So the bullpen game is gone awry for the Dodgers. It's going to be another offensive affair. Here's Tommy Edman leading off the 6th. Matthew Boyd starts off with a strike. 7-5 Chicago. The best offense in Major League Baseball once again has scored at least 7. Ground ball back to Boyd. He has in the glove off one hop. He'll run toward first. Underhand flip to Bush. 1 gone.
Well, the other part too, talked about the defensive part. Don't overlook the fact, remember, the Dodgers had first and second runners and had the runner Austin Barnes at first base picked off.
I mean, it has just been, there's been a lot of bad baseball for the Dodgers. The pitchers clearly aren't executing outside. Ben Kasparis was great.
And Dave Roberts refers to it as, playing a clean game. Well, this has not been in that area to this point.
Fastball away from Andy Pages. 1 ball, no strikes. Pages is 0 for 2. A couple flyouts to center field. Dodgers trailing 7-5. Bases empty, 1 out, top of the 6th. Boyd into his windup. Pages sees a breaking ball drop in for strike 1. One pitch. Pages skies it to left field and deep. Pushing back, Happ. He's at the wall. It's gone. Andy Pages exits stage left for the 2nd time in this series. He's up to 4 on the season, and the Dodgers are back within 1.
All right, they made some noise coming back and put 1 on the board. Boy, that was a high, majestic shot out of here. And what looked like a slider on the inside part. Daniels Jewelers, proud sponsor of the trip around the diamond all season long. It's been your family jeweler since 1948. Visit danielsjewelers.com/baseball for a free baseball bracelet and $50 off a $99 coupon.
Michael Conforto waves through the first pitch from Boyd, strike 1. It's now 7-6 after the solo job from Andy Pages. Into the left field bleachers. The pitch from Boyd. Conforto shoots it to the opposite field, sinking fast. Happ is diving, and 1 hop it drops. And Happ reached up as he hit the deck, and that ball bounced into his glove. Another risky move by a Cub outfielder, and some fortunate luck for them as he keeps that in front.
That ball hit 5 feet in front of him.
So now the tying run on first with Michael Conforto, only 1 out in the 6th inning. Matthew Boyd about to throw his 80th pitch. It would be to Miguel Rojas, but Tommy Hotovy, the pitching coach, wants to have a conversation.
Jackson in the Cubs bullpen. I'd like to remind you can join us Mookie Betts bobblehead night. When? 13th of May. The A's will be into town, whether it be Oakland or Sacramento or in the future Las Vegas. First 40,000 fans in attendance will take home a Mookie Betts bobblehead presented by Security Benefits. So for more information, come out and join us. Mookie Betts bobblehead night, May 13th. Dodgers.com/promotions.
They could be playing on the moon in 5 years, and you'd be like, yeah, I guess it makes sense. 7-6 Cubs, top of the 6th inning. The Dodgers have the tying run on first, only one out. Miguel Rojas at the plate. He's 1 for 2. Boyd out of the stretch. Here's the pitch. Fastball outside, 1-0.
Yeah, it's with the A's. Don't mention Oakland. Sorry.
Last time up for Miggy Rowe was a single in the 5th. Came around to score. Boyd with the 1-0 pitch. It was an off-speed pitch up and away, but called strike 1. An even 1-1 count for Rojas. Conservative lead for Conforto off first. The pitch. Rojas a little tardy on that heater. Fouls it over the net. Strike 2.
The velocity with Boyd. He's not a guy that throws at 100 miles an hour to begin. That was at 93.
We have seen him up to 96 today. Made the point before, Boyd is a left-hander that the Dodgers have kind of danced with. There've been some mutual interest over the years, but for one reason or another, never ended up in L.A. Is 1-2. Rojas fights it foul. Fastball at 94. North of the zone and toward the inside part of the plate. So Rojas that was a jam sandwich.
With nothing to wash it down with.
Here comes another 1-2 pitch. Good take by Miggy Rowe. Has the count even 2-2. Dodgers within a run thanks to the solo home run from Andy Pages. Conforto followed with a base hit. He's on first base. On the 2-2 from Boyd, it'll wait. Pickoff attempt unsuccessful. Conforto slides back head first. Dodgers with more hits than the Cubs so far, but the Cubs have more runs. 2-2 on the way. Rojas swings and fouls back a high heater at 95. No change in the count. Another 2-2. That's strike 3 called. Rojas knew it. He was looking for something else.
As a curveball started outside, came back, got part of the plate.
That's the 4th K for Matthew Boyd. 2 outs in the 6th inning. Austin Barnes will take his turn. Barnes singled and scored in the 3rd. And he reached on an error in the 5th, but was picked off, caught in a rundown. Just a tough mistake to make. He takes a strike from Boyd here. 7-6 Chicago. 2 outs and Conforto on first. The 0-1. Fastball called strike 2.
Well, as maybe joining us late. Initially, Will Smith was in the starting lineup and then taken out of the lineup a couple of hours prior to the game. Left wrist banged up in a tag play at home plate last night in the 6th inning. We don't know if he is available to come off the bench or play.
0-2 the count on Barnes. Here's the pitch from Matthew Boyd. Tying run on first for the Dodgers. Boyd ground ball, third base slide. It's through! Down the line he goes! Austin Barnes with his 2nd hit of the game. Conforto hustles to 3rd. And Barnes is on 2nd standing up with a 2-out double. Austin Barnes with his first 2-hit performance of the season. He keeps the line moving for Shohei Ohtani.
And for Barnes, in spring training. I mean, he wore out the right side of the infield. Well, both hits that he has tonight have been down the left field line. And for Ohtani, he needs to stay on the baseball a little bit longer. He's been pulling off, and especially against the lefty tonight.
He's 1 for 3 with a bloop base hit. Tying run on third, go ahead run on second, 2 outs in the 6th. Matthew Boyd offers his first pitch. Ohtani lays off his slider in the dirt, ball 1. Shohei is 1 for 10 off the paternity list with 4 strikeouts. On Boyd's 91st pitch of the game. The 1-0 to Ohtani. Taken on the out of third. Strike 1 levels the count. Cubs 7, Dodgers 6. The Dodgers have runners on second and third. 2 outs in the 6th. Boyd has one he likes. Here's his 1-1 pitch. And Ohtani is jammed. A little pop up left side of the infield. Swanson over from short to make the catch. So the Dodgers leave Conforto and Barnes on the bases. They get one, but only one. A solo home run from Andy Pages. 1 run, 3 hits, no errors, 2.
Upgrade with new windows. Nobody knows windows like Wanakee Remodeling. Their Renewal by Andersen windows are durable, beautiful, custom crafted, made to order, and professionally installed. Energy efficient windows from Wanakee Remodeling and Renewal by Andersen offer elegance, strength, and stability of wood with low maintenance features of vinyl. This month, buy 1 window or patio door, get 1 40% off, plus special financing. Visit WanakeeRemodeling.com for more details.
I'm Kiana, and I leveled up my business with Shopify. Once I figured out that Shopify was a thing, I never turned back. I can create a site with my eyes closed. Shopify thinks ahead of us, and it thinks about the customer more than anything. Every day I'm thinking about some other new business, but Shopify is doing it to me because it's so easy to use. It's like I can't stop. I'm addicted.
Start your free trial at Shopify.com.
Looking for a rewarding career where you can make a difference? Sierra Vista Unified School District is hiring. As an A-rated pre-K through 12th grade district, we've been proudly serving our community for over 60 years, and we want you to be a part of our team. From teaching to support staff, every role helps shape the future of our students. Competitive pay, great benefits, and a supportive work environment. Because when you succeed, our students do too. Join us today. Apply now at svusd68.org/careers. Sierra Vista Unified, where your career makes an impact.
Are you ready to round the bases with Base Balderdash? Today's phrase is hot corner. Do you know what it means? Hot corner, a nickname for third base because of the speed at which batted balls travel to the position.
Cardinals lead it 1-0. Great play at the hot corner by Nolan Arenado.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
LA Dodgers, KLAC, KYSR, HD2 Los Angeles. Make us a preset on the free iHeartRadio app.
Dodgers trailing the Cubs 7-6. Welcome you back for the bottom of the 6th inning. Andy Pages with a solo shot in the top half. Bullpen train continues. Kirby Yates comes on for the 6th inning. Hey, it's Chevy Truck Month, and there's no better time to do what you do best in a Chevy Silverado. Go shopping right now at SoCalChevy.com. 9-1-2 coming up for the Cubs. Starting with John Birdie. Third baseman's 0 for 2. He struck out twice tonight. Pitch from Yates. Pulled the fastball low and away, ball 1. The pitch from Kirby. Taken at the knees. Fastball evens the count 1-1. Well, the Dodgers staff has 5 strikeouts in 5 innings, but also 5 walks. And 4 of those walks have come around to score. 1-1 pitch. Taken on the inside corner for strike 2.
And just no defense against the walk.
3 of those on the ledger for Jack Dreyer, who's only able to pitch 1 inning because he threw 30 pitches in a 4-run Chicago 5th. Yates getting comfortable on the mound for this 1-2. And he pulls the heater at 93, 2-2.
Well, here's the state of the Dodgers bullpen, pitching staff too. The last 3 games, counting tonight, Kirby Yates is the 19th time they've had a different pitcher.
2-2 pitch coming. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Beat him with the fastball. The very top of the zone.
So the workload has been very heavy. 19 pitchers we have seen in the last 3 games. And this one's not over. We're going to see at least 2 or 3 more.
And 2 2/3 from Ben Kasparias on just 40 pitches. But, you know, Kasparias not fully stretched out the way he was when he came up last year. Strike 1 on the leadoff batter, Ian Happ, with 1 out and nobody on in the bottom of the 6th.
Yeah, and that was a good 2 2/3 by Kasparias as well.
No runs, just 1 hit. Again, it was a hit in quotes. It was a bloop double that was really just a miscommunication between Rojas and Conforto. Pulled down the first base line, fouled for Happ. It's 0-2.
Well, what we like about Kasparias too is the fact that he's just very aggressive with the purpose. You know, it's not like he goes out there aggressively like his hair's on fire. Oh, give me the ball, I'm going to throw it. And you can tell that there is a thought process and you're trying to work to the hitters.
0-2 pitch, strike 3 against Ian Happ. So back-to-back Ks for Kirby Yates to begin this 6th inning.
Dodgers have 9 outs to work with. They need to put a goose egg on the board here in the bottom of the 6th to have those 9 outs really mean a little bit more. Got to figure out a way not to come up with 1 run, at least 2.
1 more out to get in this 6th inning. The Dodgers trying to stay within 1. It's 7-6 Cubs. Kyle Tucker at the dish. First pitch on a line to Freddie Freeman. A looping liner right to the Dodger first baseman. And so Kirby Yates efficient in a 1-2-3-6. Couple Ks and a line out, sending this game to the 7th.
Upgrade with new windows. Nobody knows windows like Wanakee Remodeling. Their Renewal by Andersen windows are durable, beautiful, custom crafted, made to order, and professionally installed. Energy efficient windows from Wanakee Remodeling and Renewal by Andersen offer elegance, strength, and stability of wood with low maintenance features of vinyl. This month, buy 1 window or patio door, get 1 40% off, plus special financing. Visit WanakeeRemodeling.com for more details.
Are you facing the challenges of cancer? At Cochise Oncology, we understand your journey. With over 65 years of experience, we help you conquer cancer closer to home. Using innovative genetic tests, Cochise Oncology provides personalized cancer treatments in Sierra Vista. The first in Arizona, our state-of-the-art RadExact treats your cancer with pinpoint radiation. Cochise Oncology, where cancer meets compassion. Healing begins here.
Looking for a rewarding career where you can make a difference? Sierra Vista Unified School District is hiring. As an A-rated pre-K through 12th grade district, we've been proudly serving our community for over 60 years, and we want you to be a part of our team. From teaching to support staff, every role helps shape the future of our students. Competitive pay, great benefits, and a supportive work environment. Because when you succeed, our students do too. Join us today. Apply now at svusd68.org/careers. Sierra Vista Unified, where your career makes an impact.
Are you ready to take a swing at base balderdash? Today's phrase is cup of coffee. Do you know what it means? Cup of coffee. A short time spent by a minor leaguer in the major leagues. Just enough time for a proverbial cup of coffee.
Back in the big leagues for the first time since a cup of coffee in 2022.
Expand your vocabulary with the MLB app and MLB.com.
Under the lights at Wrigley Field, the Dodgers and Cubs for the final time in 2025. Chicago leads the Dodgers 7-6 In this inning, the Dodgers will send Mookie Betts, Teoscar Hernandez, and Freddie Freeman to the plate against a new pitcher. It's the right-hander Daniel Palencia. 25-year-old native of Venezuela. Debuted back in 2023. His first pitch to Mookie is taken up and in, a fastball at 98, ball 1. So far this year, Palencia 4 2/3 innings. He's given up a couple of runs, a couple of walks, homer, 3 strikeouts. Mookie with an opposite field base hit to start. Tying run aboard for the Dodgers in the 7th. So Mookie with a 3-hit night, and that is a sight for sore eyes, Mo.
Yes, it is. He's been trying to dial it in inside out on the fastball. The other thing about Valencia, interesting note. Again, this is only the 4th game that he has pitched in this month. But he has not missed too many bats. Only 13% swing and miss to this point.
Now Teoscar Hernandez, who's driven in 4 of the Dodgers' 6 runs tonight. Fastball inside at 98. How is that a strike? Adrian Johnson puts Teo behind 0-1. Okay. Betts on first, nobody out, top of the 7th. The 0-1 pitch from Palencia. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Fastball up and in at 99 from the Cubs righty. And Teo confirming with Johnson afterwards, hey, did I just swing at a strike? And it looked like Johnson said, yep, it was a good decision. You just missed. Behind with 2 strikes. The 0-2. Teoscar strikes out swinging. 3 pitches, 3 strikes. And a first out for Palencia in the 7th.
Palencia, that first pitch, 98, kind of set the tone to begin with. Didn't come back with back-to-back sliders. This one outside.
So here's Freddie, who's 0 for 3, struck out in the 5th. First pitch from Palencia, up and away at 99, ball 1.
On the way for Palencia, now just 6 swings and misses in the 35 pitches that he has made this month.
Betts on first. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Up and in on Freddie. 2 balls, no strikes. There's definitely some gasoline in that right arm for Palencia.
A lot of gasoline, not a direction finder in all of them.
Commonplace now in Major League Baseball. 2-0. Freddie swings, takes it to right center field, but Pete Crow Armstrong is over to make the catch, so Mookie has to retreat back to first. So Mookie gets on with the leadoff single, but then Teoscar and Freddie are both retired. Now you're looking at Tommy Edman.
With Pete Crow Armstrong and watching him now, as many games that we've seen, it reminds me of the Phillies years ago, where Tug McGraw talked about their center fielder Gary Maddox. When asked about Maddox defensively, he says, well, the earth is covered by 2/3 water, and Maddox covers the other 1/3 in center.
7-6 Cubs, 2 out and runner on. Tommy Edman slices it down the left field line, and it's into the seats, foul. It's that part of the outfield at Wrigley. There's not a lot of room between the wall and the chalk, so that just got over the wall, probably 2 rows in.
Yeah, down each line you have about 1.5 feet of foul territory. Then there's a brick wall.
Good luck. Mookie dives back head first safely into first base, and a pickoff attempt from Palencia.
Prince hasn't been doing too much running, but although he has a very big lead.
He represents the tying run. 2 outs, top of the 7th. The Dodgers behind 7-6. 0-1 pitch to Edman. Fastball outside corner, called ball 1. Okay.
Was it 99?
Here's Palencia's 1-1 pitch, and Tommy swings through a fastball at 100. That was certainly ball 2, up and in. Instead, he gave him a strike. The 1-2. Edman pops it back foul to stay alive and see at least one more pitch.
So back-to-back century mark velocity.
Tommy Edman takes time trying to groove his swing. Batting from the left side as a switch hitter against the righty Palencia. This is where Edman has made his biggest strides offensively this year. As a left-handed hitter against right-handed pitching. Now the 1-2. Up and away on a 100-mile-per-hour heater. The count scores up 2-2. Edman already nearing his total hit number from last year against righties. The 2-2 fouled back into the net. Edman will see another one. That was another fastball from Palencia at just 99.
Yeah, it took something off of it. Palencia also at least loads in his hand right off the bat the splitter. We've not seen that so far.
On the 2-2 pitch, Edman shoots it to left center field. Crow Armstrong on the run, and he tracks it down. That was hit well by Edman toward the left center field gap, but as you said, Pete Crow Armstrong can cover the world out there. So Mookie Betts in
upgrade with new windows. Nobody knows windows like Wanakee Remodeling. Their Renewal by Andersen windows are durable, beautiful, custom crafted, made to order, and professionally installed. Energy efficient windows from Wanakee Remodeling and Renewal by Andersen offer elegance, strength, and stability of wood with low maintenance features of vinyl. This month, buy one window or patio door, get one 40% off, plus special financing. Visit WanakeeRemodeling.com for more details.
Are you facing the challenges of cancer? At Cochise Oncology, we understand your journey. With over 65 years of experience, we help you conquer cancer closer to home. Using innovative genetic tests, Cochise Oncology provides personalized cancer treatments in Sierra Vista. The first in Arizona, our state-of-the-art RadExact treats your cancer with pinpoint radiation. Cochise Oncology, where cancer meets compassion. Healing begins here.
If you're feeling stagnant, Sagittarius, it could be helpful to engage in some healthy competition with your teammates to get your creative juices flowing. A contest to see who can hit the farthest or run the fastest could be the fuel for your competitive fire. These playful games will help you bring the heat next time you're up to bat.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Bottom of the 7th inning brought to you by Bank of America, the official bank of the Los Angeles Dodgers. And before this inning gets going, we got to welcome another new Dodger reliever to the mound, Mo. It is the right-hander Evan Phillips. The Dodgers trailing 7-6. They're running out of outs.
Yeah, they only have 6 outs to work with, and they're going to have to accumulate 9 if they've got a chance to win this ball game.
They led 2-0, fell behind 3-2, jumped ahead 5-3, fell behind 7-5. Now it's 7-6. Phillips with a first pitch fastball low and away to Justin Turner, ball 1. 3, 4, and 5 in Craig Counsell's lineup, due up against Evan. Pitch on the way. Bends Turner back at 95, 2-0. Evan made his return to the major leagues in Texas, and he looked really good, I would say, Mo, given the time that he missed with the muscle injury, or the shoulder injury that cost him pitching in the World Series. Too well fouled in the net, 2 balls and a strike.
Yeah, I thought his command was just right there, and it's not that easy. I don't care how many simulated games you have, how many minor league games you have. It's a different world when you're coming up here, that every out really means something.
2-1 pitch. Turner on the ground up the middle. Tommy Edman cannot corral it. He was running toward the shortstop side of the bag from second base on a roller up the middle, and it bounced over him into center field. So Turner has his first hit in a while, Mo.
It has been a while indeed. He was 0 for 17.
He did walk and steal a base and then score in the 5th inning. And there's this bit of trivia from Chris Komka, who's part of the Marquee Sports Network. Justin Turner is the first Cub age 40 or older with a stolen base since Greg Maddux.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. So he has a stolen base. Guess what? They're pinch running for him.
Vidal Brujan, who scored the winning run last night in the bottom of the 10th on Happ's walk-off. Brujan takes over for Turner on first. Nobody out. Here's Michael Busch. Dodgers trailing 7-6. Pitch from Phillips. Swing and a miss, strike one. Cubs efforting insurance runs in the bottom of the 7th. It leads 7-6. Pickoff attempt. Tag applied a little late. Good move from Evan. Good tag from Freddie, but Brujan back safely. Two pretty wild games at Wrigley Field between the Dodgers and Cubs. Phillips fastball misses at 95. 1 ball, 1 strike. Another pickoff attempt, and just tardy again was Freeman on the tag. The fans are booing, but those plays, and the pickoff attempts rather, have been close. So now he's got to go home. The 1-1. Brujan takes off, and Barnes is going to put it in his pocket. Another stolen base for the Cubs.
Well, for Barnes, he's had some difficulty throwing the ball and hesitation. It was a good jump also by Brujan, but he was not quite halfway when Barnes caught the ball.
It'll be the first stolen base of the season for Vidal Brujan. Getting into scoring position for Michael Busch.
Now pay attention at second base also. Well off the bag at third is Rojas. Got to keep his eye on the runner.
1-2 pitch. Fastball away. 2 balls, 2 strikes for Phillips. Dodgers behind the Cubs 7-6. No outs, bottom 7. Chicago is a runner on second. The 2-2. Sweeper at the knees. Oh, you got to give him that. No? They do not. It's ball 3 and now a full count. Phillips out of the stretch. His payoff. Sweeper low. Ball 4. First 2 on for the Cubs. So it doesn't matter really who has been in there. Most of the time, Mo, they have made it tough on themselves.
You've allowed 4 stolen bases. That's the 6th walk the Dodgers have issued tonight. That's asking for trouble. At this point, they found it.
So the point there for young fans listening is that's a lot of bases given.
Yes. That's like, here, take this opportunity.
Dansby Swanson is 2 for 3 tonight. 2 on, nobody out. First pitch swinging. Fly ball down the right field line, slicing toward the line. Long run for Teoscar, and it's foul. It's foul. And there is like half a foot between the chalk and the wall. And where the ball dropped is out of our sight line from our broadcast booth, but the call is foul as it hit off the very bottom of the wall. Basically, Mo, that is a foul ball by 5 inches.
And that's all the room there is down there, just about. You've got maybe at the most about 1.5 feet, and that's about it.
So it ends up being a scary strike for Phillips against Swanson. 7-6 Chicago. First and second, no outs. Speed on second with Bruhan, and Bush not a bad runner off first. And Phillips will step off the back of the mound and look Bruhan back to the bag.
Well, you combine the walks and again 6 already in this ball game, and then the fact that the Cubs this year, they come into tonight's ball game 3rd best hitting team in baseball.
0-1 pitch. Throw to third. Tag is in time. Double steal attempt from the Cubs, and they only get 1. It was Bruhan going from second to third.
Bruhan wound up 6 feet past the third base bag.
Ended up on the grass. The throw down from Barnes, and yeah, as soon as Bruhan, he had the bag, and it came off because he had to go around Rojas on his way to the grass. So now Bush on second. 1 out in the inning. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the pitch to Swanson. Swinging a ground ball to third. Rojas handles it on the hop, looks Bush back to the bag at second, throws to first to get Swanson 2 away.
This Cub team is really interesting to this point. You know, it's not just the hitting. They haven't played bad defense either. They're base running. They force issues.
Now Nico Hoerner is 0 for 1 with a walk. A run scored and a sacrifice fly. The pitch. Sweeper missed inside on the right-hander Hoerner. Ball 1.
One area the Dodgers are going to have to check, and this has been an ongoing issue. It's not just this year. Stolen bases against.
Big time. Phillips out of the stretch is 1-0. Hoerner swings and skies it shallow right field. Edman drifts back from second, and he will make the catch in shallow right. So how about that? The first 2 get on against Phillips in the bottom of the 7th, but nobody scores. We go to the 8th. The Dodgers are still within.
Some people won't give you the real talk on drugs, but it's time we know the facts. Fentanyl is killing people. It's a powerful opioid, often made illegally and commonly mixed with illicit drugs. This isn't an ad to scare.
Coming in a brand new format. Join Lauren Gardner and Xavier Scruggs as they explore all the
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Are you ready to take a swing at base balderdash? Today's phrase is cup of coffee. Do you know what it means? Cup of coffee. A short time spent by a minor leaguer in the major leagues. Just enough time for a proverbial cup of coffee.
Back in the big leagues for the first time since a cup of coffee in 2022.
Expand your vocabulary with the MLB app and MLB.com.
Food and good times. Less than 90 minutes from wherever you are. Morongo celebrating 20 years of good times. Times are tense at Wrigley Field. The Dodgers trail the Cubs 7-6 as we welcome you back for this 8th inning, which will feature Andy Pages, Michael Conforto, and Miguel Rojas against the new pitcher for Chicago, Julian Merriweather. First pitch. From the righty. Lands on the inner third, strike 1. Pages is 1 for 3. Last time up was in the 6th inning. And a 1-out solo homer. He has gone deep in back-to-back games. This is a bouncer up the middle, fielded by Horner. Scoops it with one hand, transfers and throws on the run. Great pick by Bush to dig out the low throw for out number 1.
We saw in between innings that throw down to third by Austin Barnes to get the runner, even though he was landing on an aircraft carrier here to wound up in the drink. Barnes, and the follow-through of that throw, tip of his finger hit the barrel of the bat of the hitter.
Swing and a miss, strike 1 for Michael Conforto.
And it's Max Muncy who is in the on-deck circle right now, and we don't know how the hand of Barnes is holding up right now.
The pitch is downstairs. 1 ball, 1 strike. I think given the situation, it is safe to say that Barnes would have been pinch hit for anyway, but yes, definitely concerned seeing the end of that play. Merriweather dots the outside corner with a fastball at 96. The jump in front of Conforto. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Michael is 1 for 2. Walked and scored. Singled his last time up, but he strikes out swinging. 2 outs in the 8th. Now Barnes is on deck. Max Muncy, pinch hitting for Rojas, is at the plate now.
So I mentioned with Will Smith originally in the lineup, it was scratched left wrist, and that tag at home plate in the 6th inning last night has been problematic.
Merriweather starts off Muncy with a strike on the outer third at 96. 7-6 Cubs, 2 outs in the 8th, nobody on. The pitch inside at 97, 1-1. Max still without a home run this season. The pitch is a foul ball straight back below us and to the left, strike 2.
Hey friends, join us for Star Wars Night, Dodger Stadium on Wednesday, May 14th. The A's will be in town. Purchase a special ticket pack, receive an exclusive Dodger Stadium Star Wars Death Star bobblehead. So for more information, Dodgers.com/promotions.
1-2 pulled foul down the right field line. That hooks into the seats and rattles around for a souvenir. Dodgers waiting on that Max Muncy power. The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a foul ball straight back into the net. Max stays alive.
Back-to-back sliders.
Muncy started last night. Was 0 for 4 with a walk. Hitting 181 on the season. And no homers. Merriweather's 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Blew a fastball by him at 97. And so the swoon continues for Muncy. It's in the middle of the 8th as the Dodgers go down in order. 7-6 the Cubs lead.
Breaking news, and this one is almost unbelievable.
Yeah, it's all about new customers at Bet365 because they get
With new windows. Nobody knows windows like Wanakee Remodeling. Their Renewal by Andersen windows are durable, beautiful, custom crafted, made to order, and professionally installed. Energy efficient windows from Wanakee Remodeling and Renewal by Andersen offer elegance, strength, and stability of wood with low maintenance features of vinyl. This month, buy 1 window or patio door, get 1 40% off, plus special financing. Visit WanakeeRemodeling.com for more details.
Wanakee Remodeling, we make everything more look new again. Rarely does a product come to the game of professional golf that is so quickly embraced by the pros. Shadin Precision Eyewear is that product. Go to SeeBetterPlayBetter.com and find out why Shadin sunglasses are trusted by tour players and their caddies. Shadin is so confident in their product, they're offering a 30-day money-back guarantee. Go to SeeBetterPlayBetter.com and use the code SPRING to receive 20% off your order. That's SeeBetterPlayBetter.com and the code SPRING to experience golf's finest eyewear.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Learn how to overcome it at first5california.com. Dodgers have out-hit the Cubs 11-7, but they trail the Cubs 7-6. Bottom of the 8th will feature the bottom of the order against another new Dodger reliever, Luis Garcia. Ben Kasparius, Anthony Bonda, Noah Davis, Jack Dreyer, Kirby Yates, Evan Phillips, and now Garcia in this bullpen effort. His first pitch coming to Pete Crow Armstrong. Swinging a line drive to center field. That's in for a base hit. Knocked down by Pajes after the first hop. He throws it back in, but Crow Armstrong is aboard again with another 3-hit game against the Dodgers.
Well, a single to Crow Armstrong is a possibility of a double, because on which pitch does he take off?
He has had 3-hit nights his last 3 games played against the Dodgers.
Well, in regards of how quick to the plate Garcia is, Austin Barnes has had difficulty getting the ball to second base on time.
A pickoff attempt unsuccessful. Crow Armstrong was fidgeting off first base, and Garcia tried to catch him leaning the wrong way but could not. There he goes. Throw down to second, going to be well late.
He was halfway before Barnes even had the ball in his catcher's mitt.
That's PCA's second stolen base of the game. He is up to 10 on the season.
And that's 5 stolen bases for the Cubs already. Now watch Armstrong. If he gets 6, and if you give him a chance, he'll steal third if you're not paying attention.
He is a game changer in a number of facets. Playing with a lot of confidence right now, too. An insurance run on second, no outs, bottom 8, 7-6 Chicago. 1-0 pitch to Carson Kelly. Foul to the right side. Garcia ready. The ball at the belt is 1-1. There's a breaker outside. Advantage to Kelly. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Another at bat for the Cubs with runners in scoring position.
I feel like I've heard that a million times the last 2
You
nights.
have. Well, you've heard it on this road trip a lot.
2-1. Here's the pitch. That skips underneath the glove of Barnes, and it's another base coughed up by the Dodgers tonight. Crow Armstrong gets the third. Again, this is the best offense in baseball, Mo. Yeah. They don't need any help, but the Dodgers have given them that help all evening long.
And the Dodgers have not played the best defense. Barnes never moved his feet, reached across his body. One-run game, and the Dodgers have basically not been real sharp tonight.
Nope. They're still within a run for now. Infield comes in. 3 balls and a strike to count on Kelly. The pitch. Inside. Ball 4. The Cubs have the Dodgers cornered. Still nobody out.
And another free pass. That's 7 walks also that have been issued.
That all?
So you look at the walks, you look at the stolen bases, you look at the 4 miscues the Dodgers have had defensively. Missed opportunities from an offensive standpoint. Pitching has had difficulty finding the strike zone all of the time.
John Birdie at the plate. Infield is in. Freeman holding Kelly off first. Swinging a foul ball. Strike one for Birdie.
Let me bring something else up. Now, this is a stretch. Now, Carson Kelly is not going to win many foot races, right?
I think it's fair.
Well, if you send him, do you dare throw through with Armstrong at third base?
Absolutely not.
Exactly. My point.
7-6 Cubs. 2 on, nobody out. The pitch. Top the zone. Strike two call. And Garcia, he needs this out in a big way if he wants to give the Dodger offense a chance. Armstrong dancing off third. Garcia focuses on this 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike three. Huge first out for Garcia in this eighth.
They got the defense. They're looking into the Dodgers first base dugout. You want us to play in tightly? Or are you going to move back for the possibility of the double play?
Last night's walk-off hero Ian Happ, the leadoff batter for the Cubs, is 1 for 4 in this game.
They're going to stay back for the double play.
The pitch, swinging a ground ball to short. Mookie steps on the back for one, throws on the run. That's two. 6-3 double play. It was first and third, no out, and Luis Garcia wiggled out of it. And the Dodgers will have a chance. They're down just one. 7-6 Chicago, the ninth after this.
AM 570.
LA's best sports talk.
The real.
Breaking area Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-NEXT-STEP. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Arizona. T&Cs apply.
Upgrade with new windows. Nobody knows windows like Wanakee Remodeling. Their Renewal by Andersen windows are durable, beautiful, custom crafted, made to order, and professionally installed. Energy efficient windows from Wanakee Remodeling and Renewal by Andersen offer elegance, strength, and stability of wood with low maintenance features of vinyl. This month, buy one window or patio door, get one 40% off, plus special financing. Visit WanakeeRemodeling.com for more details.
Wanakee Remodeling, we make everything more look new again.
Are you facing the challenges of cancer? At Cochise Oncology, we understand your journey. With over 65 years of experience, we help you conquer cancer closer to home. Using innovative genetic tests, Cochise Oncology provides personalized cancer treatments in Sierra Vista. The first in Arizona, our state-of-the-art RadExact treats your cancer with pinpoint radiation. Cochise Oncology, where cancer meets compassion. Healing begins here.
20% off sunglasses from Shadin Precision Eyewear. Hurry over to SeeBetterPlayBetter.com and use promo code SPRING. See better and play better with Shadin. That's SeeBetterPlayBetter.com. Promo code SPRING.
Guess who said the following?
I play with love, I play hard, so I'm going to miss it, but, you know, that's what it is. Always it's the end, so I'm happy. I played 21 seasons in the big league, and I can't regret it.
By one, it is 7-6 in the top of the ninth. Porter Hodge comes out of the bullpen. The right-hander will face Austin Barnes, Shohei Ohtani, and Mookie Betts. Austin Barnes with his first two-hit game of the season, Mo. He's 2 for 3. He doubled his last time up.
Well, get ready for a fastball. Last night we saw Hodge 98 on the fastball, also the slider.
First pitch, Barnes takes a strike at the knees.
And there's the slider.
At 83 miles per hour. Barnes is average at 182 after his 2 knocks tonight. Here's the 0-1. Fastball up and away. 1 ball, 1 strike. Barnes is going to get some pitches to hit here with Ohtani on deck, you would think. The 1-1. Fastball pulled outside. 2 balls and a strike.
First thing I noticed is the velocity is down. 95, 96. So it's only a couple of miles an hour.
The pitch. Barnes checks his swing. A slider lands on the outer third. Squares the count 2-2. Dodgers trying to match the Cubs' comeback drama last night in the ninth. 2-2 pitch, slider, blowing away. Good take by Barnes to get the count full. Hodge, the payoff. Barnes swings, and it's a fly ball to left field. In comes Happ, and he makes the catch.
Barnes has actually hit the ball probably the best, most consistently of anyone on this Dodger team tonight.
I think that is fair to say, Mo. He has taken some good passes at the baseball tonight.
Well, need more of a controlled swing by Ohtani. He has been out of sorts.
He represents the tying run in the ninth. The first pitch from Hodge is a fastball upstairs at 94. Carson Kelly telling the right-hander to calm down. The Cubs lead by 1. The Dodgers have 2 outs to play with, but nobody on base. Hodge with his 1-0. Taken downstairs, another heater. This one at 96 that misses his own. 2 balls and no strikes. At the belt, the 2-0 pitch. And Ohtani pulls off of it and fouls a slider. Strike 1.
Just that swing, he is starting really early, pulling off the balls like he's surrounding the pitch instead of just hitting through it.
2 balls and a strike. Here comes the pitch from Hodge, and Ohtani swings through strike 2.
The other part too is he's pulling his head off of it. The chin is opening up. Everything is opening up. Everything. He pulls off the ball.
Wrigley Field rises. 7-6 Cubs. Ohtani at the plate. Betts on deck. 1 out. Nobody on the 2-2. Ohtani strikes out swinging. It was a slider down and off the plate. Would have been a ball. Instead, it's strike 3, and the Dodgers are down to their final out. It will be up to Mookie Betts. Bases empty, 2 gone in the ninth. 7-6 Chicago. Here's the pitch from Hodge. Fastball down the middle, strike 1. Betts is 3 for 4. Couple singles, a double, and an RBI. He swings and fouls his slider away, dribbles toward the Dodgers on deck circle. 0-2. Now the Dodgers down to their final strike. Hodge with his 0-2 pitch. Mookie swings and skies it to shallow center field. Cole Armstrong waving everybody off. He is there to make the catch. And the Cubs hang on to win this one by a final of 7-6. So the Dodgers swept the Tokyo series, but then Chicago won 3 of the final 5 games against the Dodgers, including this little 2-game sweep at Wrigley Field. We're going to step aside for a moment, come back and put a bow on this one on the Dodgers Audio Network.
When you want Dodgers, the only home is AM 570 LA Sports.
Let's talk about Galpin Mazda and the #1 Mazda dealer in California. One of the largest inventories of Mazdas anywhere in the world, and the ability for you to simply hit up galpinmazda.com, find your vehicle, and have it delivered right to you after you do all of your loan or lease paperwork online. You can hop off that 405 at Roscoe, see one of the greatest lineups of SUVs anywhere.
Oh, watch for beans.
That sign says watch for bears.